Allow me.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay.
we just got back at the exact same time. It was beautiful. Welcome back, everybody.
Swell. Thank you for giving a sub to New Me, JTHM or JHTM. Also Big Sky Bruce. Old friend of mine from as far back as elementary school, I think. Good Lord.
Whoa.
Long time.
Oh, is he? Hold on, let me turn him up.
All right.
Theater?
What? Oh, was I
They
quiet
were
or
just saying
something?
you were quiet. I was turning you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Theater?
Better. Am I better?
Thank you.
Okay.
What do you think?
This is Tyler and Christy. There are two of our campmates, and was from their picture album.
I love this picture.
It's a good picture, isn't it?
That's a really good picture.
A lot of these pictures were uploaded to a group photo thing, so not all of them are ours. So we'll see pictures of individuals and couples that we didn't take. Those are the playa shrimp you can see out there. That was an art installation.
I love them.
Yep.
We did not
See
know
'em out
playa
there?
shrimp were actually a real thing
No.
when we saw this art. We were just like, oh, it's one of the mythical, because there's like a legend of the playa worm, which is like a giant sandworm, that whatever.
Yep.
They're real.
Okay. Let's see. Moving along here. Oh, there's a better picture of it. As you can see, it was just
have fun, be safe,
like,
be present,
Oh,
and be
yeah.
forgiven.
And all the bikes. I
oh,
like
thanks,
that.
Scott. Yeah, and we didn't know that they were going to make an appearance after we left. But the rain, actually, there are indigenous organisms, and this is one of the few indigenous organisms that live out there in the playa, and they live deep underground, and they only come out when it rains. And it rained enough that you can see pictures of them on like news stories and stuff like that the playa shrimp come out. They're these little three-eyed little cephalopods? Not cephalopods.
They
Crustaceans?
look like mini horseshoe crabs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a cephalopod? Mollusk? I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's
Ancient
crazy.
little creatures.
I mean, you'll see the random odd we saw one bird. You'll see dragonflies every once in a while, but as far as life, it is almost totally devoid of life out there, which we discussed before is probably why we have the event out there.
Oh, they're an isopod? Are they an isopod? I was gonna guess that. Hell yeah, they're an isopod. There you go, like a roly-poly.
No, I'm with Sisgus. They're Cenobites.
Okay, yeah, I'd believe that.
We have such wonderful things to show you. Thank you, Scott, for the 119 months. I heard from Tongi One has a question. I heard the theme was animals this year. Was there a lot of costumes? There always is, and the theme of this year's camp was, let me hold up the book here, Animalia, but it's loose. The theme every year is always so super loose, and some people kind of do stuff and some people don't, but it's honestly not usually a huge factor in the way people dress or costumes, stuff like that. Sometimes you'll see people dressed up as the themes, like when it was like a robot theme. I can't remember what that one was called, Mechanacanalia or something like that. I had a full skin tight bodysuit that was all I look like one of those Doctor Who, the Cybermen. Like from the neck down, I look like a Cyberman in a full body, the tights or whatever. But honestly, it's just if you want to go with the theme, a lot of the art goes with the theme. Like the man always does the theme. So it's kind of hard to see. You probably see it up closer later, but the man sculpture was honeycombs. So all of them were hexagonal structures around the man and shit like that. So
it was pretty dope.
Yeah, pretty cool. Out of curiosity, did anyone make art out of the mud? Yeah, not a lot. It's not that malleable. It's really tough because it's clay. It's not like snow. It's not as easy to construct as snow, so it's hard. But we did see a mud man, a mud snowman.
Yep. He held a sign or something.
He had flags for hands.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it wasn't that tall. It was maybe a foot tall.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It literally was so sticky. I mean, that's part of the reason it was exhausting to walk through. It was like walking on flypaper.
And there you go, JHTM. I got Scott for you. All right, let's see. Next. Oh, this is partiers, party goers. Oh, this is what you do. I didn't get a video because we were so fucking tired and it was 4:30 or 5:30 in the morning. But when it's your first time, when you are a burner virgin, this was a part of our camp. This is Christy from our camp. When you're a burner virgin and you go through the gate, you show them,
Christy, fucking get it.
You show them your ticket, and they say, "How many burns does this make for you?" I said 5, and she said, "This is my first." And they were like, "Get out!" And you get out of the vehicle, you lay down in the playa, and you do a playa angel.
But I did it like 6 in the morning when it was still pretty dark and the headlights were the only light.
And
we
she
were
barely
delirious,
remembered
tired.
it. She's like, I don't even fucking remember doing that. I'm like, it was a big deal for me, but for you, I get it because we were on the road for a long time, and we were like almost at the end of our journey, and we're just like, okay, this is fun, but God, we need to sleep.
Yeah, it was tired.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is what you do. You get out. They make. Oops. Hello. Why did the play button go away? There, the fuck? Okay. They make you get down. You do a playa angel, and then they you ring that big bell that they have right there. Okay. More of Tyler. More of us.
Get it, bitch! Woo woo!
Us,
that sweaty butt crack is everything.
Riding
Everyone
the bikes.
has it, no judgment.
Through the playa. This is what you do all day, every day.
Yep.
Just ride your bikes around.
And that's what I mean by the open space. It's a lot. Oh, and there you can see the honeycomb man in the background. Oh, that is epic. Holy shit. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, like all the way across the sky. Yeah.
There you
go. Yeah. I would get such a bad sunburn. You would, Alwiro, yes, you burn once and then you never forget your sunscreen ever again. Trust me. You burn one time, and that's all it takes to teach you a very valuable lesson that you carry spray sunscreen around with you everywhere you go. It is in your backpack 24/7. It was for me. You apply, and then if you sweat, you fucking reapply immediately because it will burn you. And even then, it's still kind of tough to avoid a burn. I got a little bit of a burn on my shoulders, but that was it. I kept reapplying, dude.
I have shame.
Yeah. Oh, and here is one of our pictures. We found this angel out in the middle of the
I love this.
This was a really cool one. This really cool art installation. This is all metal that was, I think, probably water etched.
Oh, I mean, it must have been.
Yeah.
It wasn't laser cut because it was definitely rougher, and it was like made of like wrought iron, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like black wrought iron. It was probably one of my favorite things I found. That was like the first night we were out, and we were both delirious and kind of tired and everything. So we played the look at the shiny thing game, and this was one of the first things we found, and I went and saw it almost every night. I loved it. Yeah, it was the horse we almost climbed on.
Yeah, well, I thought there was another picture of this, but I probably only put one in there. But yeah, so we took our picture in front of that.
Looks like you had a great
piece.
time
It's
again.
so cool.
We did have a great time. And then we found these horsies. Like it was a horse and a turtle and stuff. And this was one of those times where it was like the artist was actually sitting there at the art installation, and they were just finishing up setting it up. And we turned to her and we were like, I know we can climb on the turtle because it's low to the ground, but can we get on the back of the horse? She was like, don't yet, please. And we're like, okay, no problem. So some things you can climb on, some things you can't. Or most things you can climb on, manipulate, whatever, play with. If it's low to the ground and you can do it, you could probably do it unless it's clearly posted that it says, please don't. And this was one of those ones that said, please don't. So, yeah.
But then she pointed us to all the other things that we could climb on, like a turtle and benches and all this other art she made. So clearly it was just because this thing had wings and was super tall. She didn't want people falling off of it.
Now, taking into account how happy we both are and how happy we both look at my ripped ass fucking lady right here. Holy shit. Look at that. Abs and shit. God damn.
Those abs, or is that my rippling hunger?
What's the difference? You have to have both.
Maybe, yeah. The French press did save our lives, though. I was quite excited. Ignore the lighter in my armpit. What is going on?
It's not a lighter.
There?
That's your vape. That's your
oh,
your
yep.
THC vape.
Yeah.
Because
like,
while I think marijuana is legal in the state of Nevada, we are on federal land, so it is not allowed there at Burning Man. So if you if you wanted to do any illicit substance, you had to do it smart on the in your camp on the sly. And weed is one of those ones that has a distinct aroma, as I'm sure you're aware. So if you want to smoke weed or ingest THC, you have to do it in various clandestine or smart ways, i.e. vape, or smoke somewhere where no one's going to smell it, or smoke away from your camp, because if the feds or whatever are patrolling that area and they smell your weed, that's probable cause and they can search your entire camp. So if you want to do drugs that have an aroma, you have to do them. It's courteous and wise to do them away from your camp. It is the only drug that you do away from your camp.
Yep. And honestly, it's like all of us potheads know pot's not addicting. Like, we can consume other forms if we super need to get high. And I just got some vapes that smell like, they smell fruitier than fucking vape. Like, when I smoked it in the car, Zach was like, holy what berry, fuck.
Yeah, it's super vape smelling. It smells like strawberry goddamn nightmare.
Yeah.
Does but no drugs are no drugs are legal there. This is federal land. So this is not state-owned land. This is federal, meaning the United States, not Nevada. That's why in Nevada, pot is legal. On this land, it is not. Like, you cannot smoke marijuana in a national park, even if the state has legalized it. Because it's
just because weed's
government land, not state land.
Yep.
Yeah. I seriously doubt anyone is getting harassed for smoking weed there. They do. People get arrested. People get arrested for drugs out there. And there are ways to do it and ways not to do it. The ways to do it are, as you might imagine, don't give or take drugs out on the playa. Don't accept anything from anybody that you do not know. If you are going to do illicit substances, which I don't condone, wink, hard wink. Do them in your fucking in your tent where no one can see you but the people you're doing drugs with.
Safe warm place.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you must ingest THC, bring a vape. It's the easiest way to go. Or either that or bring a fucking dugout one hitter or something and like do it in the porta potty or something. You know, just be smart. Don't be a fucking dunce about it, and you won't get in trouble.
And for real, I smelled weed twice the entire time. It was 2 completely separate days.
Mm-hmm.
People were real safe about it. Like, it doesn't mean people weren't out there. I saw a bong at one point, but it's like, we know there's cops driving up and down the roads, and no shade out there. Yes, there's good cops, but the vast majority are out there to ruin your good time. And smelling pot's an easy hit. You can't smell other drugs.
Easy probable cause.
Yeah.
It's the number one like probable cause. The second one is digging in your backpack and then handing someone something. So my first burn, I was very thankful, very grateful to be led by a good burner who said, if you are going to give somebody something out of your backpack, do it as though you are feeding a horse. Meaning, may I have some gum, a mint, something of that nature, a cigarette. Take it out of your pack. Present it flat paw.
God. He's back. So happy. You were gone so long.
Dude, I have no fucking idea what is happening here.
I love this picture, though.
My
Side note.
streaming PC is just disconnecting for some reason. It is like disconnecting and then reconnecting. Like a wire fell out and then got pushed back in again. It seems like it's a faulty wire connection, but if that was the case, it would happen more often. This happens like once every hour or hour and a half or something. What in the fuck, dude? No idea what happened. Sorry, guys. Repeat after flat palm. So if you're going to give somebody something out on the playa, just make sure you do it like you're feeding a horse. If you flat palm it, make sure like, here is a mint. Here is some gum. Would you like a cigarette? Here it is, right here. And they go, boop, boop. Give them no cause to search you. There. That was the end of that story.
No, I was going to say, like, again, it's really hard to say this anymore, but like, use common sense, even though that's not a thing anymore. It's kind of common sense if cops are around, like, be overly cautious, look stupid about it, but at least you're not going to get busted or give them any probable cause to look on your person.
Yeah, Lord Snow, like a casino dealer. Exactly. Like when they do that, like that. Exactly. Just like that. Don't give them any cause. Also, hey, look, it's my butt. I got a stamp on my butt.
Yay! That was for taking a picture of your butt.
Yep. There was a butt photo booth.
Mr. Fox, no shit. I literally compared the dust to dry shampoo. That's exactly. It feels like you dumped your head in a barrel of dry shampoo. By day 3, I could get my fingers about here, and I would have been ripping hair out of my skull. It's crazy how dry it is.
Oh yeah, our hair was matted, dready, terrible. Like if I wanted to run my fucking brush through my hair, wasn't happening. My hair, as it is now, therein lies a story that we will get to. Okay. So, this is, we are in the Burning Man structure. We are in one of the honeycombs beneath the Burning Man, and during an almost whiteout, or during a whiteout, like whiteouts are when the wind kicks up so hard to kick up enough dust that you cannot see more than a foot or two in front of your face. It gets wild out there. With hair sometimes. Yeah.
Stop and chill and enjoy.
Oh, this was a swing. I wish I took video of it.
This swing was so cool.
This was an art installation where 2 people can get on either side, sit in the bench, and you can swing with one another.
Oh.
It was one of those ones that you could. Oh, and these are our fat tire bikes, by the way. That's the fat tires I was talking about.
Yeah.
We got
with our unicorn heads.
Yeah, we decorated them with unicorn heads. It's great.
We have dismembered unicorn heads. It's fine.
Yep. And Joel, you called it. It is Tutu Tuesday. That's why she's wearing a tutu.
It is. And that tutu was super dope. I actually didn't get one in time, and one of our camp members had like 15 tutu because they've been to 10 burns. And this one, it was like how would you describe it? It was one that just came off the back like a veil kind of off your ass. Like a bustier kind of one. So it wasn't just a circle of rainbow. It like undulated down to my ankles of the whole full rainbow. It was so fucking cool when I was riding my bike in the wind.
Folks must have been jealous of those bikes. Honestly, there were a few out there, but like, yeah, I was jealous when I went out four times previous. I was jealous of people who had big wheel bikes or the motorized bikes. And I was like kind of waffling back for like, do I want a motorized bike or do I just want a big wheel one that I can pedal? And I went with these ones because for 2 reasons. One, they're cheaper. Like these were not cheap bicycles. They like just full disclosure, each of the bikes were $600. But the motorized bike, $1,300. So it was less than half the price of a motorized bike. And I'm going to use these bikes for every burn afterwards because they are so fucking good out on the playa. I spent 4 years on mountain bikes, cruiser bikes, all that shit. And when you hit like, see how like the dry stuff, but you see like this shit right here, like little dusty areas, it's double hard to pedal through that shit. Cause it's like imagine pedaling through a fucking pile of chalk, like a big flat pile of chalk. It is fucking terrible. So I will use these bikes forever after because they went through it like butter. They were so awesome. And the other reason I didn't get an electric bike is because I didn't want to have to worry about charging it every day, and they take forever to charge.
And you could lose your battery charge in the middle of the day, and then you're going to end up just pedaling it anyways. And honestly, these tires made it so easy to pedal.
Yeah.
Unless you were really going against a gale of wind, like fucking flat against it, it was almost effortless. It was really easy to just get across the playa with these.
Yeah. And the gears on them are so small that it makes it like you pedal, like physically you pedal a lot more, but you don't put a lot of force into it. So you can get, you know, you have to turn your legs more, but it doesn't cost you more energy. You know how gears on bikes work. Like these ones were specifically built for that reason. But yeah, it's honestly like it was one of it. Not only do I not care as much about spending money on shit I love, and I love Burning Man, but this, after using it for the 4 days that we got to use it, best purchase I ever bought for Burning Man was those big wheel bikes.
Oh,
because you take your bikes everywhere. That's what your mode of transportation is, your bike. Unless you have an art car, which good for you. Art cars are fucking awesome.
100%, but those bikes were so fucking nice. And I actually looked online and watched some videos of them, like reviews of them. And they're good for snow too, which you guys know we live in Denver. We get a lot of fucking snow. I'm real excited to take those on a spin.
Yeah. But I told Katie this, and I'll tell you guys this. That $600 that I spent on these fat wheel bikes was about as much as I spent on the 4 years previous, because those bikes did not last, get flats, fucking rust and the dust, and like they just get tore the fuck up. So I had to buy a new used bike every year. So probably all told was what I spent on this. And this one's going to last me.
They're fun. We didn't barely feel the bumps and stuff. Like seriously, I would watch people I was biking with from our camp that had like, secondhand street bikes they got for real cheap because they just plan on trashing them. And if they hit those cute little sand duney areas, their bike almost came to a complete stop. And I'd be like, da, 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 da. Oh fuck, where's the blah blah blah? And have to circle around and find them.
I didn't say year round, Scott. I said every year at Burning Man. I'm not planning on biking year round. I'm not gonna use this bike other than Burning Man.
Oh, yeah,
maybe
smart.
Katie will, but I won't.
I'm gonna.
Art cars can only go 5 miles per hour. Yes, that is correct, Wandering Man, but they also don't require any sort of physical energy to drive except for your foot on the pedal. So that's why art cars are nice, because you don't get tired driving around with one of those. All right, next picture. This is beautiful. I love this picture.
This was the first day I decided to try to take my hair out of its bun and see what would happen.
Yep.
That's what happened to my hair. That is what the playa does to hair if you get it in there.
Yep.
I would just like to reiterate, please get braids. Please, for the love of all things.
A lot of ladies out there, they get their hair braided up, cornrows, extensions, the whole thing, because this.
Yeah, I became a Tim Burton character this day. That dress was super cute, but God, holy shit, that hair.
And if I would have noticed, I would have said, babe, don't flaunt the fact that you have a fucking THC vape by putting it in your bra for everyone to see. I would have mentioned it if I would have noticed it. I mean, like, you're just taunting people with that now. Stop it.
Give me pockets or give me death.
Oh, yeah. Pockets. It's because dresses don't have pockets.
Nothing has pockets.
And this was on White Wednesday, and you'll see my outfit coming up here pretty soon, I think.
Oh, dude. Zach fucking slayed. Zeke, excuse me, who's Zach? I don't know.
Yeah. No, there's a couple of days that you do stuff like, it's just they're theme days if you want to participate. On Tuesday, during the burn, Tutu Tuesday. So you'll see a lot of people wearing tutus. Wednesday is White Wednesday. You'll see everybody dressing in white, like a white party, like a P. Diddy white party. You dress up all in white, blah, 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 blah.
And it's not required, necessary, nothing. It's just for funsies.
Just funsies, yeah. Nothing is required. This is the bots. And I grabbed the wrong picture. We took like 4 pictures. I grabbed the wrong one because the one that I wanted was the one we're both pointing at each other, like the robots. But
I pointed.
I grabbed the wrong one. But this one they burned.
And I got you.
See this, the wooden one, because there's a wooden one and a metal one, and the metal one stayed, and the wooden one burned. They burned that one, and we actually were there. We got the schedule, like they're gonna burn this at 10 p.m. Blah blah blah. And we actually, I'm glad we got this because we can see where we sat to watch these burn right here.
Oh fuck, that star!
Yeah,
that's sick. I didn't even notice you could see that in the background.
I just noticed that just now. But that's where we sat to watch it burn.
Dope.
And there's a story coming up about that.
True.
About that art installation and who we met out there. It's a really fun story. Frostbite says, how much time do you spend with your full group versus alone time? Kind of up to you. It really is up to you. The only time we actually were asked as a group to spend together was the first day. We had a group meeting, and it was everybody in the camp was there to talk about the lemonade. Talk about lemonade shifts and who has ice the day before and who has the lemonade shift and who's on the team, blah blah blah. And we went around and talked about jobs. Like Katie's job was keeping the kitchen clean. My job was the generator and making sure it was running when people needed to charge stuff and so on and so forth. But that was the only time where we were asked and like quote unquote required to meet as a group. The rest of the time, if you're in camp and you want to usually it was like, hey, we're going to go out. Anybody want to join us? Yes, no, whatever. And then you go out. And then one time we went out as like a big group of like 12. And then it ended up just being me and Katie splitting off and doing other stuff. And that's kind of the deal out there. Like you make plans and then plans fall apart all the time. And you just, every time you say the word meet, I will meet you or blah, blah, blah. It's always, always, always in quotes out on the playa. I will meet you there, quote unquote. Meaning I will try, but no guarantees. And no fair getting hurt feelings. Yeah, it's no fair getting hurt feelings if someone doesn't meet you because the fucking playa will eat your plans up and spit them out.
Literally. But it's never for something terrible. It's usually for something equally as cool or better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was talking about this earlier. This is one of the cool, the robots. Oh, the hair. Oh my God, we're getting there. Yep. The robots were really cool because like Zach said, we got to watch the wood one burn down. And if you came to Burning Man a day after that happened, there wasn't even a black spot on the playa. To you, that art installation was just a steel robot pointing at nothing, which I think is really cool. It's like the art changed. I mean, the art did change, but you know what I mean? Fucking rainbows, miracles, my dudes.
Miracles, my dudes. So, here comes the story behind the hair. So there was a camp. My hair is not precious to me anymore since I'm, got a receding hairline and yada, yada, yada. But there was a camp that I saw in the book and it said haircut roulette. And I was like, fuck it. Let's do it. My hair is fucking filthy and matted anyways. Let's go to the haircut roulette place. So we went there and they were not there. We asked their neighbors, where they were. Hey, where's the haircut roulette place? The guy, he was like, hey, we got cider. We got, alcoholic cider if you want some. And we're like, hey, cider guy, where's the camp that's supposed to be here? He's like, I have no fucking idea. And you're the fourth person to ask where the haircut camp is. I was like, oh shit, really? Okay. So we were traveling with one of our campmates, named Joanne, and we were driving up and down the street. Like, where the fuck is this camp? On the ground, about 6 inches high, was a sign that said, this camp, which was camp, go do it to it or something like that. It was like a really long name, has moved to blah, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck, good eye. So we saw that sign, biked our asses over to that camp, finally found it because it had moved or been moved. And we were like, hey, is this the haircut place? They were like, yes. However, I have 17 people lined up before you to get the haircut roulette. We did not think it was going to be that popular, but apparently it is. And we're like, shit, what do we do? And I said, excuse me, would you mind if I spun the haircut roulette wheel and then my lady did it because we brought clippers at our camp? She's like, yeah, by all means, go ahead. So we spun the roulette and it landed on half shave. So we did half shave. Went back to my camp and we put a little plastic baggie, like a garbage bag around my shoulders. And she took out we brought our doggy clippers and she clipped it. And there it is right there. There's the result.
He glazes over the part where he thought I was trying to kill him with the trash bag.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that part. Okay. So that requires a little bit of setup. So I sit down. She's rummaging around trying to find the clippers. I'm like, it's in the bin. Oh no, it's not in that one. She finally finds it. And I'm just sitting in the chair because it took her a few minutes to find it. And I'm just sitting in the chair. And then I feel this garbage bag go over my head. And my first thought was, is this it? Am I done? Is this okay? I've lived a good life. It's been a fun ride. Do what you got to do. And I was sitting there just like, is she killing me now? Because if she is, okay, I'm ready. I have love in my heart and I've lived a good life. Let's go. And then she pulls it down with a hole like over my head. I'm like, oh, good. That's all it was. Was to catch the hair. Of course.
Look on his face when I got the hole over his eyes, though. Was like, you have power right now that is indescribable and horrifying.
It was surprising how resigned I was to. I'm like, this is fine now. I'm in a place that I want to be, and I love this place, and I love the person I'm with. So if I die now, it's a good death. Yes, I was totally sober. 100% sober. But yeah, so that's the end result of the half shave. I don't remember what this was, but I think did I spray water on you or something?
You hit me with a cigarette in the leg and burnt me.
Oh, I was trying to jockey for a position to take a picture of you, and I ended up hitting you with the cherry of my cigarette.
Like,
and I took the picture.
I went from smiling to like, oh.
I knew there was a good reason for that.
But we all laughed. I was fine. It wasn't. You're covered in so much dust. Honestly, it'd be impossible for anything to burn you unless you really held it there. The caked. Someone said that in your chat. Like the sunscreen and the dust. How do you deal with it? You are covered in dust no matter what. It's so fine.
Yeah.
It's like baking soda. Fine, soft, fine powder. It just is on you all the time. So like you better off putting the sunscreen on and not getting skin cancer.
And I'm glad this picture is not like it's focused on you and not in the background because you can see here that my thermos and you might see like a photocopy of my ID is because places if you want to get liquor, they will ID you. They will ask for your ID. And a lot of places, since it's not like professional or whatever, it's not like a real established bar, they'll take a photocopy of your ID and a lot of people will tape it to their drinking implement. So they always have it with them. So they don't have to take their actual ID out there. So that's why it's there.
It works really well. Everybody does it.
This is one of my favorite pictures of the burn.
Oh, who took that? That is so cute.
We asked someone, I think a passerby.
I think you're right.
Yeah. This was White Wednesday. We both dressed up in our white outfits. And I said, can you take our picture? And I said, we took a nice picture of it as a couple. And I was like, I'm going to dip her. Hold on. And I dipped you and we kissed. And it was great. This is a fucking amazing picture.
That's real fucking cute.
Right?
And I love that the camp behind us is like blow up animal camp.
Yeah.
Like only at Burning Man.
Yep. And this was my White Wednesday outfit.
These. Yeah. You got to make a character, an RP character around this, dude. It's just such a fucking it's a look. And the way that so I just want to add to the half shave story. I was like, let me trim up the other side. I was just going to do a half shave, where the other side was like a 2.
Yeah.
Just so it wasn't driving him crazy because he was so hot. He was excited to get his hair cut this whole time to cool his head off.
Yep.
And he was like, you know what? We're committing to this haircut. But it made his spirally perfectly coiffed, beautiful ringlets that his mother gave him genetically just lay on his head like a fucking cherub. It's unreal.
We
did shave it off because he was so hot, but fuck, it was good.
as a child, I was like the Gerber baby. Like I had these little ring, like just like that. And it only appears when I get like when it gets hot and humid and it makes my hair curl anymore. But back in the day when I was a baby, like I had a full head of just perfect little ringlet curls. And I was a beautiful baby. And before you ask what happened, go fuck yourself. But yeah, look at that.
Testosterone.
Looking like a badass. Got the
and
smoke hanging out.
Look at that skyline and everything. This could be an album cover of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Looking
just
like a
such
Yakuza side character energy. Yep. Love it.
Yep. And you can tell by the shoes, the mud has not happened yet.
Schmexy.
Yeah, this
Dude,
was before the rain.
fucking casual cool of this, like, kill me.
And there's Katie in her favorite, might I add, hoodie. This pink bear head, like you flip it over and it's like a pink bear head. I got this fucking hoodie at a PAX or a con or something like that because it's a Fortnite thing. It's got the black heart, like broken black heart in the middle of it, but the hoodie itself is fucking awesome. And I got it they were throwing them to the audience, and I happened to get one, I guess. And she loves this hoodie, so she wears it all the time. But the story behind this place is this is Golden Guy, which is a camp that was close to us that was like a mall. I think I did something bad. I think I did something wrong.
Zeke, I just fucked myself.
Did
What
you F
happened
again?
since you were a baby?
No, I was someone
Oh, fuck.
someone
Okay,
tipped.
okay.
Someone tipped and I was
Oh,
listening
okay.
to the message.
No, it's cool. I was just getting anxious about it. So I'll continue. So basically, this was like a mall where you could go into different rooms, and it was like one looked like a Japanese tea room with little pillows to sit on and whatnot. And this room had books that said like classical art, confessions, lies, sins, and you
Poems,
would open
graphic
them.
novel.
Yep, graphic novel where people like, oh fuck, I heard a rumor that the Tool artist sketched in it this year, and I missed it, which I'm fucking pissed about. But this was like the
Tool artist?
Sins, the artist that does like the Tool.
You mean Alex
covers.
Alex Ross or not? Alex Gray?
He's a regular burner. Yeah, absolutely.
What?
And
Get
I
the
heard
fuck
that
out of here! I didn't know that.
Oh, bitch.
Wow, I didn't even see it because I looked through a lot of that. That's great. That's cool.
He might have gone after we were there. I don't know.
See,
But
I
apparently
wouldn't
he does a
even know what he
mural
looked
somewhere on the
like.
Playa every year. Me neither. People know him by the mural. They
Yeah.
look for the mural. Yeah. Really fucking cool though. But this reading through these, it was fucking entertaining. I sat there for like a good 20 minutes.
We were full disclosure. What were we doing? Why were we doing this? Why were we waiting here? Remember?
Oh, okay. So I guess you can like rent out these tiny themed rooms. Any camp can just rent them out for a quick hour.
You don't rent them.
You don't rent them. What's it called? A takeover?
Yes, in a manner of speaking. They build these things and then they ask other camps to run them for a night or two.
And this camp decided to serve fucking hot, fresh, gooey ass grilled cheese sandwiches in the middle of the night amongst a lot of liquor. And oh, did we wait?
We were waiting for the grilled cheese stand to open. Yeah.
And you bet your fucking dicks it was just Wonder Bread with some Kraft singles on it, but it was hot, crispy, and oh so perfect. Oh.
It really gives you an appreciation of hot, fresh food. It really does, because you're eating a lot of canned foods, bag meals, like on the go shit, protein bars, stuff like that. So you get a hot, fresh something. It really gives you like an appreciation of like the simple things. Like this was just a Wonder Bread American cheese grilled cheese sandwich, but it was like fucking hot and gooey, and you're like, oh my god, it's so good.
And when it's fresh and delicious, holy tit farts, right?
Yeah.
Vile just gifted us both 10 subs. Thank you so
Vile,
much.
thank you so
generous hoe.
You're a bomb, Vile. All right. Anyways, so we were waiting for the grilled cheese sandwiches, and she sits down and she grabs. I think that you grabbed the confession book, right?
It was like sins, confessions, something like that. Yeah.
And did you want to share what you wrote in it, or is that for you?
So because we like, there was serious stuff in there, not so serious stuff. Some people just commented on each other's confessions, sins, whatever the fuck it was, things you felt bad about. I don't know what it was. And afterwards, Zach was like, I was going to write in it, but I couldn't think if I wanted to do like funny or heartfelt or yes. And I was like, I tried to go for like a sad funny, like where it like stabs you and then pets you and says, I'm sorry about it. And so, but it was real. But I'm me and I can't be serious because life is not serious and that's who I am.
Yeah.
And I wrote like, I don't really miss my family, but I do cry at night wondering whether or not my dog knows I love them.
It was so good and poignant, and it got like me choked up a little. Like, you're right. I miss my puppies, and I wonder if they miss me.
This was like day 3 of being away from our poodles, and we were already like, you miss them, right?
I wonder if they remember
Do
me.
they remember us? Will they love Rod more? Just kill Rod. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Real quick, I gotta bust in here real quick. With Johnny Scar says, "I love the Burning Man walkthrough. I hope I could go on the playa one day. Zeke, help me get a foot in the door. We can, if you want us seriously talk about it, Johnny. I think you dig it, baby. You're one of the rare people that'd be like, you'd fucking rock out there. I think you'd love it. So we can talk seriously about it anytime you want. Second, Vile Dream says, stupid media had me worried about you two because of dumb shit. Yes.
Right?
The media really blew it way out of proportion. I heard. I heard that everybody was like, oh, 1,000 stranded, 1 dead, and Burning Man, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay.
Ebola.
While that headline is not untrue, it is misleading as fuck. Yes, we were stranded because we couldn't, like, the mud would not allow you to go anywhere. Even in a good vehicle, the clay would stick to your tires and then get you stuck. You would be fucked if you tried to go anywhere. So yes, were we stranded for a day or two? Sure. But these are people who are prepared to be out in the desert, brought their own water, brought their own food. This is not like something we were unprepared for. So that part of it was totally fine. And no one was scared. Not a single person around us was scared at all. It was just boring. It made us pissed because it was like, we can't go anywhere to do Burning Man things. I was bored and upset with that. That was the emotions that most of us were feeling. Because everybody had plenty of water and plenty of food. It was fine.
Yeah, it was like camping and you get a couple rainy days, so you use it as an excuse to cook all the best foods in the camp and sit around and get a little chubby with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Drink extra alcohol, hide in your safe working place. And as soon as the sun came out, everybody was like, fuck this shit, we're out. Sock, let's go.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, sock.
And as far as the one death goes, this I don't know exactly, but the unconfirmed, I've heard a couple of unconfirmed reports. The one we heard hold on. I unplugged my headphones. 1 second.
Cool.
The one we heard while we were out there was that someone got electrocuted. And that carelessness, accident, stupidity, whatever, was that water plus generator plus bad wires equal electrocution. So that was due to nobody, had nothing to do with the weather other than it rained, I guess. But I mean, some of the reports I read said they died because they were stranded. And I don't know what the fuck that's all about. How is that a thing?
Oh, however, we did see an RV that was burnt toast. I don't know if the people inside were cool or not, but on our way on Exodus,
I don't know if that had anything to do with the weather either, but on Exodus, we saw a fucking RV that had caught fire. But obviously no one died in it because they didn't report any deaths. So I'm guessing it was an RV with a kitchenette that might have had the gas, fucking someone was cooking something while they were in the Exodus line and something caught fire, like the curtains or some shit. And then it burned out their whole fucking thing. But no one died, or else it would be 3 dead.
And there was no Ebola or FEMA.
Yeah.
Where the fuck that came from?
No, Ebola was a thing started by I heard it was Margie Taylor Greene or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Started
claiming
Ebola
we're gonna
myth.
drink toilet water or some shit.
The @Ebola fucking Twitter account was like, we out here. Oh fuck, okay.
I know.
I get it now. But yeah, the Chris Rock and Diplo, I heard, and I guess there's video of it. They were out there and they walked to the highway and hitchhiked the fuck out, which Good for them. Way to go. That's ballsy. I gotta say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
There's absolutely video of it.
I would
There you go.
agree. It's like soft and a little oversensitive.
Yeah. But that's, there's celebrities and they want it out of there, right? So like, fuck else they gonna do? They can't drive out. No one could drive out. And
No one, yeah.
physically, not because they weren't allowed, but you could not physically drive out of there for the reasons I said. The clay would clog up your tires and you would stop fucking moving.
You'd be done. It'd build up so high that your tire physically couldn't move anymore.
A helicopter might be able to do it, but they were not allowing, they have a runway there, by the way. They do have a runway. And I heard some people talking about the Mile High Club plane or something like that. Never heard of it. I'm guessing that's for richie folks who can afford, plane to fuck on over Burning Man or whatever. But they do have a runway out there. And they closed down the runway as well. So like no planes or choppers in or out, as far as I'm aware. You could probably get one in, like physically, you could probably get a chopper in there. But I don't know.
Where would you land it?
You would have to not land, I guess.
Yeah, you're right. Because I was thinking anything. It's just like a suction cup there.
Oh, Chris Rock had to make it to a show
he
and
had a
made it
show?
on time. Okay.
That fucking makes sense. Good on him, dude. What a
Yeah.
committed folk. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Like, dude, he could have bitched out easily and had a very good excuse.
Look
Oh
who
my
I
God,
met.
the Colonel. We can't tell them the secret though. We found out the secret. We can't say it.
We can't.
We were
I found out the secret to the herbs and spices. One of the secret ingredients, and I can't say it. I'm not allowed. But we found the motherfucking Colonel Sanders, and we pointed each other out because we were both wearing white suits with no shirt underneath.
Like, this was one of those instances where I was walking alongside Zach, and I noticed he wasn't there anymore, and I looked back, and they had both frozen and just did this kind of thing at each other. And I was like, oh, fuck, camera, now. It has to happen. And then he asked me to take pictures with his camera, too. It was fucking amazing. They looked phenomenal.
And if you're
it was the
wondering,
exact same suit.
if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm licking his finger because it's finger looking good.
And that whatever's under that fingernail may or may not be the secret spice. We will never be able to say.
We'll never know. This was a cool.
That finger was in Zeke's mouth, 100% guarantee.
This was a cool art installation.
This one was fucking gorgeous. It was huge.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it is it showed up from clear across the playa. Like you could see it.
Yeah.
And it looked like you were looking at the moon, the earth, and Mars from clear across the playa. And they were inflatable orbs, and they were just like lit up very cool. It's like it reminded me of the dome or whatever in Vegas. It's like super clear. Yeah.
They were gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, and the way they glowed was kind of like calming amidst all the fucking neon and everything flashing and screaming at you from every angle. Like this was kind of this moment where people just walking around quietly.
Yeah.
Enjoying it, which was nice.
But
500 yards to the right is chaos, popo, etc.
And the thing is, like, I don't know what side of the moon is the dark side, but like,
isn't there?
How do we know what the dark side of the moon looks like? Like, have we? I'm being totally serious, and I'm being very ignorant. But have we lit up the dark side of the moon to take pictures of it?
We asked the space people. And we were like, do you know what it looks like? Say it softer and slower.
The moon spins, but it's in a geosynchronous orbit with the Earth, which means we only ever see one side of the moon.
From Earth. With
Give
the
or
naked
take
eye,
a
right?
little bit.
Yeah. I would assume it would be satellites, right?
Okay, so the satellites, when the sun lights up the other side of the moon. Okay. I mean, it was a simple answer that it never occurred to me. I'm sorry.
We're not space people, no judgment.
Yeah. Kilgood, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I mean, did they use a camera with a flash? Is that how they did it?
It was. So it was like satellite imaging kind of thing. The Apollo 10 guys did it. No shit. See, this is stuff like if you're just not in that area of study, like something you just take for granted, not really realizing that We know what it looks like, but like how? You know, it's cool.
I
Science is
know
fucking
there's
cool.
no dark side. Okay, if you want to get technical,
Exactly.
hold
I
on.
agree
If you
with
want to get
Shin.
technical, there is no dark side, only the far side. And yes, we do know what it looks like. There is. If you
damn
want to
it.
get real technical, it's
No.
all dark side. Every planet that is not a star is all dark side. None of the planets or other objects besides star produce their own light, so they're all dark.
Most of them are dead, right? It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
No pun. Oh god, let's stop. Help.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna
I'm
keep-
glad
it's
this
gonna
was
go
the.
in circles now.
I'm glad this was the first picture because the second picture is fucking awesome.
Tell the story though.
I will tell the story. Okay. So
It's great.
this is an art car, and it's just a full size fucking dragon, and it's amazing. However, we stopped, and I was like, I'm gonna get a picture of this dragon, and I was sitting there with my phone out because it blows fire. As you can see, like the flamey tip, it'll like shoot a big fireball out. And I was like, all
You
right.
can hear it
And
rumbling.
I was sitting there, and immediately, not 1 second after I put my phone down, I'm like, he's not gonna do it. God damn it! That happened how many times? Like 3 times?
And can I just say, you guys know Zeke for his immediacy with anger, I would say.
I was
Bitch held it
mad.
together literally. Just it would be like he'd give up, fire instantly. Poo, poo, poo. It would just start going. He'd be like, oh fuck.
And I
Get
was
it?
looking at the people on there going, are they watching me? Waiting
it
for
was
me
like
to
they
put
were
my
watching
fucking
him, I
phone
swear
down
to
so they
God.
blow the fire?
It was believable. No, it's totally believable. His anger was
Was what? Well, I lost you there.
it was a tight grip, a slow lower of the phone, and a look at the ground with
Oh.
some deep breathing.
It was, yeah, hold on. Let me
The
imitate it
silent
for you.
fucking
Let me
fury.
imitate it right here. We go.
Yep, he's got you know
Just gonna
exactly
do
what
it.
it is.
Fucking just, and I was shouting at it. Just go. Just blow the fire. Motherfucker. Just fucking gripping my phone like, motherfucker, you did that on purpose again. That's the 3rd time in a row, motherfucker. But then, I was like, I'm gonna give you one more chance, Dragon, you fucking cunt.
One.
And then
Spoon.
I caught that.
Fucking sickness. And it was doing this repeatedly every time he's put his fucking phone down. This was going off like, and it sounded like a bomb, and it was so fucking epic. That's why it was infuriating.
That was probably
And
the
then he
best
got
picture I
it.
took all year. Like just
Dude,
the
that is
timing
easily
of
one of the
it
best
and
pictures
how much
ever.
I had to wait, like the story behind it. And then I just like, he's not gonna do it. I just was going to snap another picture. I couldn't have done it if I known he was going to blow the fire.
Nope.
I was just like, okay, one more picture, then we can go. Snap, boom. I think I got it. And then I looked at my phone, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is a fucking amazing picture.
It was fucking incredible. And it was cool because like we saw the art car driving. We thought it was really cool because it was all lit up. And then it jaw dropped and I saw that like fire fucking gun start to emerge out of its mouth. And I was like, no, don't drive away. I think fire's gonna come out of this fucking art car. And then it just started going off. And that was
Yeah.
the whole reason we stopped. But it's one of those things that like it's not in the booklet. You gotta just be out there to see it and experience it when it happens. And it's gone. And it was so fucking cool.
And you may notice, I do not take pictures usually with my phone the long way up. When I take photos, I turn it sideways so it's widescreen. I do that on purpose because this seems to be usually a better photo than the long ways. And I'm just thankful that this random chance, me taking a picture about to leave, this happened. I was so super happy about it.
Okay, babe, someone in my chat just pointed out, look at those golf. They're not even golf
I know
carts,
the
they're
little
trike.
monster guys.
Those are so cute.
Look at
I'm
those.
not kidding. If there's a picture of the ghosts are so perfect, you would be convinced you're going to see Pac-Man come around a corner. Although these are fucking phenomenal and I love them. And this is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many ways to be mobile on the playa. The biggest rule is nothing with an engine unless it's covered by the DMV or is electric and you can charge it every day. But you can have trikes out there. You can have golf carts if you get them registered, all sorts of stuff. Like, they really do aim to make Burning Man while respecting radical self-reliance as much as possible and, you know, encouraging that. that doesn't mean just because you have a mobility issue of any kind, you should be limited from experiencing Burning Man. There are so many fucking ways to get around. It's really cool.
Thanks, Barry. Shit, Zeke survived. I owe someone $5. Thanks, Barry. You paid up. Good job. Your commitment is fulfilled. Yeah. So the kind of the rule about Burning Man is anything bigger than a bicycle, if it has a motor or a form of locomotion that is not man powered, it has to be registered. You have to register it with the office. So if it's bigger than a bicycle, like a golf cart, a giant car or something like that, you have to get it registered and approved, and it has to be art. That's the other stipulation. Like, it has to be some form of artwork. It has to be obviously distinguishable as art, meaning when you look at it, you go, someone put work into that to make it look like blank. That counts.
Yep.
But
Unless
you
it's a
can have
mobility
motorized, you can have motorized like bicycles, but not gas powered. You're not supposed to have gas powered anything out there, unless it's registered with the
Or generator.
with the DMV of Burning Man. Some people do. There was a lot of electric powered bicycles, but even more so those big, like, fat wheeled, like hoverboards, whatever. They have one like fat wheel in the middle, and then you put your feet on either side of the fat wheel. Whatever, the one wheels, yeah. They had big monster one wheels out there. Those were really popular out there.
Yeah,
and those
I don't know
are
how much of a charge
really
they
cool
hold, though.
Yeah. Have they talked about limitations on RVs and the like? I'm not sure what you mean, limitations.
You basically you pay your ticket price and you are allotted a campsite dictate based on how many people are in your immediate camp.
Yeah.
So you tell them what kind of vehicle you're bringing in. If you're like setting up a tent like we do, where basically each human being is given a 10 by 10 plot. If you are a couple, you're given a 15 by 10 or something like that.
And it's camp based on what your camp, your personal camp, however they allot you, is usually how you camp. If you're doing a solo camp, then that's between you and the Burning Man org. If you're doing a camp with a bunch of other people, like, 5 to 100, whatever, they allot you a certain amount. They're like, this is your plot of land that you have to fit these people into. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet those one wheels are dead in an hour. That's why I didn't opt for doing anything motorized. I tried a motorized little, like, I had a little motorized, like, Razor scooter out there. And it, I got to tool around for half a day. And then it took 2 days to charge it. And I went, this is not worth it. And that's why I'm never getting a motorized thing out there anymore, because I don't want to sit there and wait for it to charge. I just ended up getting a big, fat, big wheel bicycle. And I'm super happy with my purchase. Super happy with it.
They were real nice.
How cold was it at night? This year was a lot colder than normal because of the rain and shit. So it got down to about, like, I don't know, 50 Fahrenheit, or maybe not 50.
I mean, we did see some snow flurries, which means it had to be like low 40s at least for that to occur, right? I mean, it was like for a few minutes, but they existed. They were there. We weren't on drugs. Not that we do them. Those. Allegedly. So how about that football season starting out?
wait,
Anybody playing
what-
fantasy? What's up?
What the fuck? Where the fuck did you go with fantasy football? What the fuck?
Hey, Macarena. Hey!
What the hell are you babbling about?
I'm feeling the dead silence because it makes me nervous.
No,
How are
I'm
you?
looking up temperatures to see, like,
Oh, sick.
what it was. I want to say 50s, somewhere in the 50s, but I mean, it's not freezing temperatures, but it got a little chilly. But, like, you bring jackets and shit to make up for it, and also, like, you find someone to sleep with.
It's really common to see almost every single person on the playa that likes to go out at nighttime have a set of fake furs. Like, they call them their furs because they're really fucking warm and they don't tend to spread moop.
Yeah,
Whereas
they
anything
they
with
don't
down
shed.
or
Yeah, yeah,
feathers is
yeah,
going to shed.
yeah.
Because the wind is going to blow it apart. So it's best to have furs. So everybody has like really shitty looking furs they got at a thrift store or something like that. But it's great, keeps you warm,
Yep.
blocks out the wind. Works.
Layers is
Yep.
good too. What day was this? I want to say this was it was Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure
Yeah, it was earlier in the week. It was before the mud.
because the rain started on Friday and then went through to Sunday. Oh, this is cool. This is the they had a drone show out there.
Oh,
And
that
then
was
I
one of the
didn't film
coolest
all of it, but I filmed
surprises.
a pretty cool part.
Have
where
you
the
ever seen a
drones made
drone
a
show, my dude? I didn't even know
whale.
they did this. What a fucking weirdly cool thing to get to witness. It was, did we ever learn how many drones it was? It was thousands. It was insane.
I don't know.
And they would just randomly start to form shit in the sky. And we were just riding across the pitch black playa late at night. And it was something else. Like, what a fucking. It started as like butterflies flapping their wings and then some fireflies blinking. And then it would just disintegrate and then turn into a whale and then disintegrate. And it became something else.
Yeah.
It was fucking wild.
It lasted for a while and we didn't know what was going on. We just happened to be out there at the time. And this was shortly after Katie will say we got poisoned. We didn't get poisoned. What happened was we were out on the playa, and every once in a while when you're out there in deep playa, you'll find someone out there with a fucking food cart just serving food out in the middle of fucking nowhere, like miles, like literally sometimes miles away from the campsites and stuff.
Facts.
So we went out there,
Bacon.
we saw this guy, we smelled the food. He had little like snow, like, you know, those little water cooler cups that are like cones. He had like cones, filled them with mashed potatoes, meatballs, and put like he was gonna put a gravy on it, right? And that's what he was serving. We got up there, we saw people like, oh, people have them. So he's actually get up there. They ran out of fucking potatoes by the time we got up there. So they had someone running back to the camp, which was a long way away, to go get fucking instant potatoes and bring back. So we were disappointed. But then the guy was like, okay, in the meantime, we got schnapps for everybody. If you want to get your cup, we'll pour everybody a shot of schnapps. We're like, hey, that's festive. Schnapps, hooray. Little did we know that the schnapps they served us was like, I don't know what country these guys were from. They like, it was some, like, I want to say Eastern European country of some sort, because the schnapps they served us, I would bet dollars to fucking donuts was at least 100 proof. It was
rocket
jet
fuel.
fucking fuel.
It burned.
Yeah.
And we like to drink whiskey and like just straight alcohol. Neither of us are fans of alcohol. So if we're going to drink, we're just going to get the alcohol down. And this was like, we both at the same time were like,
I did not know the difference. Schnapps, America, in the US of A, schnapps are like peppermint, peach, and they're like 40 proof tops. Like they are just girly, like easy, like, yay, festive, like Christmas drinks. This was jet fuel disguised as schnapps. Little did I know that, I guess that's what real schnapps are. Real schnapps are designed to burn your throat and your stomach and light on fire if you put a flame near them.
I expected some peppermint, maybe some cinnamon. I don't know.
It was hard to taste anything. It was hard to taste anything past the, you know, airplane jet fuel like flavor.
I don't even know. I think it was like a spicy licorice kind of thing. It reminded me of like ouzo or whatever.
Yeah. It was licorice
The
flavor.
haircut. Yeah. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah. Look at those curls though. He has the most fucking immaculate curls. It's disgusting. Oh, and they laid so nicely.
Yeah. Could I bring my dog to this? Nope. No pets.
No.
No pets allowed at Burning Man. Moop. Because pets will leave a trace.
Pets are major moop.
Yep. And also they would fucking hate it out there, man.
Yeah.
It'd be hot as shit.
In a kennel.
And there's it's just, it's better for them, better for everyone to not have dogs.
Queen Freak, that some of the children were better behaved than some of the adults. I have to be real.
Every kid we met, whether they were 6 or 15, every kid super well behaved, super like polite, manners, the whole deal. They were great.
Sweet as fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't see any service animals there or anything, and honestly, I think it's probably because it would be to the detriment of the animal. The sheer amount of, like, loud noises and things just screaming at you and the music never ends and the bright lights, it would I think that would be, like, traumatizing to an animal, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would
And
hope. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I didn't see any pets, no emotional support pets. I'm sure, I'm positive people sneak shit in everywhere. Like no matter
Probably
what
like
event,
campers
they
and
sneak
shit,
shit in you're not
yeah.
supposed to have. But I'm guessing like I've never seen a pet out there, which is good.
Yeah.
I'm good for the pet and good for, everyone,
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
Tomato says
But
you can technically bring service dogs, but they would hate life. You can always bring service dogs though. That's kind of what I figured, but the atmosphere of it, like, I would never suggest it.
and that's weird because you'd think I would have seen like a seeing eye dog or something out there at this point, and I have never seen one.
Well, I wonder if they bring like a big trailer or something that they can air condition and soundproof and keep safe for a dog.
Yeah.
You know? I wonder if it's a situation like that. Like if you're gonna do it, think of the animal.
I can't imagine taking a kid out there. Now, I get that. I kind of get that sentiment, but like once you see like kind of what Burning Man's all about, like why not? Like what's the worst they're going to see? They're going to see naked people, and
Yeah.
that's I don't think it should be a big deal for kids to see naked people. They're going to see people hugging and loving and you know, climbing on shit, maybe getting a little drinky. But like
Yeah.
if you're like in my personal experience, when like I've never seen someone freak out, like a drug freak out or anything like that. And I've been there 5 times. Like drug freakouts are not like a common thing, and they happen mostly at night. And
Tell them the
if
other
I
thing
brought
you've
a
never
kid out
seen.
there, it'd be bedtime at night for us.
Tell them the thing you told me you've never seen and that you've actively looked for. Because this flabbergasted me.
Well, I'll tell you this, like people bring their like walk their kids past like crazy ass homeless people, and I guarantee you they're gonna say more and you're gonna see more from a crazy ass homeless person than you're ever gonna see at a Burning Man.
Yeah, the thing Zach told me we were talking about because one of the things we didn't get to go see was the orgy tents because the rain pretty much shut down Burning Man, sadly. And Zach said, "You know what's crazy? In 5 years, and I've looked, I have never caught anyone fucking on art outside in public. Nothing."
Oh,
Which I thought was kind of fucking blown away by, to be honest. Because it's very free love, but it's free cuddle and free like intimacy, and not so much.
yeah, people don't fuck out in the open. It's not like
Working.
like I once again been there 5 times. I've never seen anyone fucking. I've heard it, but everyone that I know fucks in a place that is not going to be either seen by the public or get caught in a fucking whiteout. Like you don't want to fuck in a whiteout, man. It's bad news, and you can get dust in places you don't want dust to be.
Exactly, Fiona just said that. That much dust would turn to sandpaper in intimate areas. Oh my holy fucking hell!
It would turn into sandpaper. It would turn into clay. You'd have a clay walled up asshole or pussy.
I'd have to like it out in the morning.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. You'd have to have some implement to dig that shit out.
God.
No, there's no sand out there, guys. It's dust. It is chalk
It
dust
is.
that turns into clay when it gets wet.
You don't even you see it on your skin. You not feel it. That's how fine it is. It's just the finest, softest powder you can imagine. It's not
Yeah.
sand. It was a lake bed.
Yeah. No, I'm serious. Like if you've ever like felt chalk dust, like if you're a climber or something, the dust you put on your hands to like get a good grip, it has a very similar effect. It makes your fingers like real grippy, but it also has alkali in it that really tears apart your skin after a while.
Like chalk.
Yeah. But the dust does not get scratchy. It just gets thick.
Yeah.
Did you run into anyone who came wildly unprepared? Not this year, but I have. And the shitty thing about that is, there's a term out there on the playa called sparkle pony. You might see sparkle pony thrown around once you get out there, blah blah. But sparkle ponies are kind of exactly like what it kind of conjures up. They're the beautiful people who are out there to look good and probably get their pictures on the gram and don't come prepared. One year there was a gal who came out and she had like a gallon of water and some costumes, and that was about it. Thankfully, she like people will take care of you. People will help you out, and it like it sucks, but I would do the same. If I saw someone that came out there wildly unprepared and they needed water or food, I would help them. I would
Of course
berate
you
them.
would. You're
I
not
would
a soulless bitch.
Well, exactly. I would berate them. I would tell them like, this is fucked. Don't do this. You are ruining my good time by you not preparing. But I would help them, and people did, and it sucked. But yeah, that does happen, but not often. Not very often. Yeah, basically, like the watchword for out there, like you want to bring a gallon a day, gallon of water a day. So if you're out there for 7 days, bring 7 gallons. Actually, bring 10 if you can. You can bring extra.
It's
Bring
always
extra.
better to have more water.
Yeah.
Someone asked, how do you
Yes,
carry out
Shadow.
intimate times?
Shadow said it. Shadow said the magic words. The playa provides.
The playa really does, and that it is hauntingly true. And I don't even want to talk about it right now. Witchcraft is real. We take like whore baths almost kind of all day. One hack that someone in our camp taught us is take some of your wet wipes, put them in a Ziploc bag with some cold water out of like your cooler, some melted ice water, and then put a few drops of like essential oils in it or something, just something like a little bit of peppermint or something, because out there it's so dry, your nose gets so congested with the dust and everything,
And ears.
and your ears, everything exposed to the dust is going to get dust in it. But like every couple of hours when you're just back at your camp cooling off, getting a couple of those ice cold wet wipes out of your cooler, like putting that Ziploc bag in the cooler, letting those just freeze all day, and wiping down your arms and legs, because you're just always covered in a layer of dust, but it's so fucking refreshing. So at the end of the day, once you're done fucking around in the dust, you give yourself a little whore bath, get in the back of your Jeep, and your no-nos aren't exactly crusty because they're not exposed. It's not like, you're not sitting in it, so it doesn't wedge up into your clothes and like get into your sweaty places, as long as they're not exposed to the air, because it's that fine air powder, kind of like flour almost.
Yeah. So to answer your question, this actually directly relates to P. Kurt's question. Zeke, in that case, how do you carry out certain intimate activities? I expect it becomes not happy time very fast. You bathe with wet wipes. You wipe down all of your intimate areas, and it's fine. And you do your business in a place where there's no dust blowing through, meaning not out in the open. Like we did our business in our Jeep that is airtight. Most people do their business in a tent that has a wind, like it doesn't allow the dust to get in there. So you clean up beforehand, and then clean up afterwards if you want, optional.
Seriously. And most of the time, the clothes you're wearing out on the playa are not comfortable sleep clothes anyways. So we would kind of do like a flash strip, put on like an oversized t-shirt, climb in the Jeep real quick before you could get dusty, before the sand touched you. So the inner of the Jeep stayed pretty good. And we had wet wipes in there as well to give ourselves a little whore baths, because you're just literally always covered.
Yeah.
But it's really fine. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I have to know, did they participate in the Slut Olympics? No Slut Olympics this year. I didn't see Slut Garden out there this year. I'm not sure where they went. There was an old camp, Katie, that was called Slut Garden, and they would have the Slut Olympics, which is they would you'd have to do like certain like acrobatic things, like have a guy, like I had a guy jump on my face, meaning I was crouched. He jumped, threw his legs over my shoulders facing me, so his crotch was in my face, and then you had to stand straight up, and that's how you won. The fastest to do it like won. So it's a bit of athletics and a bit of nuts in the face. A little taste of both.
I think that camp was there. I think one of our campers in our camp went there and did like an ass contest.
Oh, that's possible. That's Slut Garden's kind of MO. It's like anything that makes you look slutty, they have a competition for it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Happy 420.
Do your lungs feel like shit after being out there that long? Periodically, but it fades pretty fast. Like there were times when I was coughing here and there, but it's not by any means chronic or permanent. It's just like You get too much dust, you cough for like, I don't know, every once in a while for about 15, 20 minutes, and then it kind of like breaks up or whatever, and then you can breathe fine. It's just, you know,
Usually the coughing fit's a sign you didn't drink enough water.
yeah, you
If you're
drink a
getting real dry.
lot of water, a lot of water. Then that's the thing, like out there, most things can be cured by, have you drank enough water?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you feel? Tired? Drink some water. How do you feel? Hot? Drink
Yeah.
some water. How do you
Grumpy?
feel?
Water?
Grumpy? Water. Yeah.
On a pickle?
Yeah, water. Is it wise to use a truck or large SUV to bring your stuff, or can a standard sized vehicle suffice? It depends on how comfortable you want to be. It really does. How much stuff do you want to bring out? I loved having my little Nissan pickup, but this year we had a Jeep, loaded it all up. But a lot of stuff that we brought out there was we could have done without, like superfluous stuff. Like, did we need to bring chairs? No. We had room for it though, so we brought chairs. Like there's the three main things that you need. You can fit into pretty much any vehicle you want. You want water, enough water for 7-8 days, food for the same, and a sleeping structure, a tent with a sleeping bag, so on and so forth. So if those three needs are met, everything else is just like superfluous, like costumes, changes of clothes, a bicycle. Like that bicycle I would say is close to being a necessity. It's not. You can walk everywhere if you so choose, but it's the closest thing to being a necessity you don't actually have to 100% have a bicycle. But it's kind of, please just figure out a way to get one there.
I would say a bicycle is totally not necessary until one of the inevitable, absolutely going to happen multiple times that week, whiteouts happen, and you want to get home fast.
Yeah.
You fuck, dude. It's real miserable being stuck walking through that shit for an extended period of time. You just can't breathe. You can't see.
Yeah. But yeah, as long as you can bring those three items, then you're fine. And even the third item, the tent and sleeping structure, if you can sleep in your vehicle, which I've done every year, I've slept in a vehicle every year. And I prefer doing that because it's airtight. You can close the doors and windows and stuff, and you don't get any dust in there. Whereas tents are less reliable in that fashion.
And let's say in that rain, oh fuck, that was nice to be able to just shut those doors and turn on the heater for a second. Oh my god.
Yep.
Just to dry off our shoes, honestly, because we were soaked.
Did we
I don't
take
know if Zach
two bikes?
mentioned
Yes,
this,
we
but
did.
our suitcases were under the car.
We had I have a bike rack that you fit onto the back of a vehicle.
So cute.
It like ties to the back of a vehicle, and it had 2 slots for bikes, so that's how we got our bikes there. Don't people have breathing problems after breathing heavy dust air all day? I'm sure they do, but unless you're like have asthma or something else of that nature, then it's not horrible. You cough, but it's not that bad. I would say it's no worse than like living in a place that has like a lot of dander or pollen or something like that. You're just like coughing every once
Your
in a while.
body has a really cool natural mechanism to help catch dust and move it out of your body and stuff. So unless you're just breathing super shallow 24/7, you'll cough it up and move it up naturally.
Lest we forget, this chick right here, the beautiful lady that allows me to put my penis in her, she's an RT, respiratory therapist. So she'd be the one to ask about that.
You know how many doctors I saw that out there? So many. I met so many doctors and nurses out there, which like
our camp had 2 fucking nurses.
Yeah, our camp just happened to have 2 nurses. Like they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Be smart. Like when a dust storm happens, put your scarf up, put your goggles down, leave it up. Like don't just sit there in the storm and be like, it doesn't bother me.
But also bring a fucking mask. We had those like military scarves that you see a lot of like
everybody had,
yeah, like in the Middle East or whatever, they have those those patterned scarves or whatever. Like you have that, or an actual like this guy right here, like an actual
There's
like
tons of
3M
those.
mask or shit like that. Just bring a fucking mask out there. If it gets dusty, put your fucking mask on, and it really alleviates most of the problem.
Honestly, it was pretty crazy. Like you would see the line of the white dust where the mask and the scarf wasn't. It didn't get in because it's so fine.
Okay,
But
hold on.
honestly, it didn't really like the only time it really bugged me, I noticed, is if I wasn't drinking enough water and I was starting to get real like my lips, they are stuck together.
My lips, they are stuck together.
But that was on me. Like I
Yeah.
gotta keep on my water, get some fucking pickles in me or, dick or whatever, something salty. It's important.
So this
But
this is
master how the man controls you and turns you gay. Well, fucking get me a puss to say it.
off. So this is obviously me and
ready.
Katie. This is Amanda and Mark, our camp leads. They're the
Yep.
the heads of the Batcave.
Look at the beards.
Yeah.
This is how I'm saying. That's all dust. They don't have gray beards like this. I know everybody wants to call
No,
them.
I
old
know.
fuck.
I where my gray is.
dust.
My gray is like right here on my beard, but the dust will cause your beard to look super old.
Everything turns white. Crazy.
Now this is a butt. I don't know if you can see the butt. That's a butt, and it is be shorted. Don't be fooled. Those are shorts.
Here we have the Temple of Butthole.
But this is the Chapel of Babel. This was our trip out there. I'm not sure. Did we take any more pictures of it? Oh, there's a good one.
I love this. This was probably one of my favorite things we got to see. We got to go inside of it when it was all lit up, and it was just like, again, we talked about this at the very beginning, but there was I don't think we could have ever seen everything on this or included in it. It was just the accumulation of this person's life of art in one piece that lit up and is no longer in existence and is now
Really, really
ashes.
cool.
Yeah. The Chapel of Babel is what it was called, by the way. If anybody wants to look up, I'm sure there's pictures out there. Everybody does it, but it was, you could go inside of it via these tiny little side hole tunnels that were like secret tunnel, or you could go in the main entrance, and it was just, it was so cool.
Little secret mouse holes you can go in. It was really cool.
Yep. Totally functional. LED inside. I mean, it was just really fucking cool.
What do you prepare for the burning? Excuse me. What do you prepare for the Burning Man for the uninitiated besides wet wipes and 7 gallons of water? It's okay. What I would suggest is instead of asking me, because I'll miss something, forget something, I would go to the burningman.org site and look up they have lists of like what to bring to Burning Man. The mandatories or suggesteds, the optionals, but also very suggested, and the super optionals, which is like, if you wanna. They have like different categories of that shit. And they have like, a nice organized list of shit that is beneficial to you for you to have out there.
Can I modify the question? Because I think it'd be really interesting and I want to know your answer.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing that wouldn't be on that list that you would say worth it? Bring it.
It's tough because it's luxury shit. What would I bring?
That's okay.
Like
the
luxury
one thing that really just like it stood out to you as a comfort, something that really like you would like to bring that again. Like it may be a little thing.
A good big wheel non-used bicycle. I'm not kidding. Like if you can spend the money and you're planning on going back to Burning Man, get a nice bike that you can bring back. Because every bike that I've ever bought for Burning Man has been used. And after Burning Man, it is used the fuck up. It is Dundee. So get a bike that you can take care of, that you want to keep bringing back. And big wheels are better out there because they grip the dust better. They are just easier to ride. 100%.
Real talk.
This year was so much different than previous years. I would be so fucking exhausted after like going from one camp to another across the play because of the fucking little patches of dust. Just like, just pedaling so fucking hard to get through it, man.
Stop.
For reals.
Yeah.
Not a mountain bike. I've had mountain bikes and cruiser bikes and all that kind of shit. I'm talking like the oversized motorcycle big tires, like that shit. Like I think Mongoose actually sells big tire bikes that are close for a much cheaper price. If I'm not mistaken. I saw them before. However, Mongoose bikes are cheap, so be aware of that.
But I've heard that those bikes are like one of the major moops because people buy those used bikes, just destroy them at the burn and abandon them.
People abandon bikes all the time, yes. That is correct.
Which is so shitty. Don't do that. Don't be that douchebag, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. But there are people who pick them up and like have them next year for like, people can take a bike, leave a bike or something like that. I think there's camps for that.
Probably. I mean, probably those camps that fix bikes, they'll probably take a used bike, dismantle it, take all the good shit off of it, and use it to fix, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
There are in the back of the book. This picture requires a story, or has a
This
story that's
woman.
really awesome. But just real quick, since we're talking about bike repair, in the back of the book, bike repair in Black Rock City. It's something that they single out in the book that everybody gets one of these, like these little books of camps and events. In the back of the book is like a couple of helpful like locations. One is bike repair. So if you need your bike fixed, you can find this many camps out there on the playa that will fix your bike. There's also
pretty sick.
if you're feeling heat stroke coming on, they have an index of air conditioned camps that you can go and air conditioned misting, whatever, that you can sit in for free if you feel yourself getting way too hot. That's important, and that's very cool that they do that. They also have, I think they have one more thing. Oh, they also have, if you want to learn more about the principles, they have the 10 principle workshops camps that you can go and learn how to more actively engage the 10 principles of Burning Man.
And once you find one of those in the book and you're like, okay, I know the street address and shit, then you whip open your really cool map where every single place is listed alphabetically. You look for the little number or the street or wherever the fuck you're trying to go, and boom. It's incredible.
Yeah,
This
the
map
Burning
was
Man
so
app
fucking
was
helpful.
something I forgot to download this year, but it's really, really good. This is the
It's
other
great.
thing, the map they give you.
I sent it to you in Discord, a picture of it if you just want to pull it up.
Well, I just want to see it. Want to show them the physical size of the map they give you.
Oh, it's big. Shit beef. Here's some fun Black Rock City facts while he does that. Black Rock City is 3,800 feet above sea level and likely one of the most arid places your body will encounter. That's not all. The humanimals who inhabit the ephemeral city can be rambunctious. Listen to your body and go slowly, especially during the first 24 hours. Feeling out of sorts? Use HALT. Am I hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? Stay healthy. Carry water and goggles and a dust mask. Rest when it's hot. Feed your body. Stay safe. Light yourself. Make sure you're visible. Once you arrive,
don't be a dark wad. We call them dark wads out there because they are, you can tell people like who haven't been out there or don't give a fuck or are new because they will not be lit up when it's dark out on the playa. And I don't usually hope for people to get injured, but I hope they have a minor injury due to not being lit up so they never fucking forget to light up themselves again, because that's how people fucking die out there. People have died by not being lit up and being run over by a fucking car. You're completely dark out there. If you're not lit up, no one can fucking see you. And you will get hit by a bicycle or a fucking art car. It's terrible.
And correct me if I'm wrong, babe. You informed me of this. There are camps whose literal gift is lights, like lighting your fucking bike.
There are several light camps out there. You can go there and they will give you free lights to light yourself up.
There's no excuse. Literally none.
Yeah. What did I use?
They were arguably better lights than ours.
What did we use to light up? We got their bicycle spokes lights. They're basically fairy lights. If you know what fairy lights are, they're just lights on a wire, but they're encased in a thick plastic tube, so they're protected. That's basically what we had. We lit up our bikes, our backpacks, everything with those bike tube lights. They're great. Don't get L wire, because L wire is cheap and fucking dim as shit, and it's a scam. I did that the first year, and I was so pissed because they are so lame. They're lame. Okay, story time.
Oh man,
I give you the floor, my dear. This is a great story. So
okay, I will begin it.
Yeah,
because it's the setup. So I'm sure you've heard both of us say a couple times today, the playa provides. And it sounds cliche and kind of dorky, I know, but motherfuckers, witchcraft is real. So Zach and I this was the night we were actually facing those robots that were on fire. and we were watching one of the wood robot burn. But before all this happened, we were looking for somewhere good to watch it, and we find this art installation, which is like a star on the ground with all the spokes that we could sit on perfectly. And it was like a pillar that was maybe 8 or 9 feet tall, and you could hear tinkling rain inside. And if you looked at it at a perfect angle, the raindrops dropping inside of it that were kind of like on a feed themselves loop looked like they were suspended in the air, kind of like that weird 3D like move around it, like they're not really dripping effect. It was very cool. But anyways, we got to sit there and watch this burn.
Okay, real quick.
But when we
This
they are,
these are the robots, and they burned the wooden one. So they had a scheduled burn. They always have a perimeter of people, volunteers, to keep people back from the burn.
Yep.
So they had a perimeter, and we came to watch it, and we came upon this little thing right here, this little art installation that was not too far away, and we're like, perfect seats for this burn. Oh my God, this is awesome. We can watch the whole burn from here. And then
so that was our literal view.
Yeah.
So we're sitting there, and someone walked up to it, and like we're both kind of really friendly people, and if someone approaches you and gets within 3 feet, we're probably gonna say hi. That's our bubble. You've encroached it. I'm assuming you're cool with that. So
I offered them a seat. I was like, hey, we got seats for if you want to sit down.
Literally, people would be like, obviously looking for somewhere to watch the burn, and Zach would be like, you can come sit with us if you want. Like, we're not claiming dibsies on this entire art piece. Please come. Like, anybody can sit with us. Multiple times, just like snubbed, like no response, like nothing. And Zach's fairly loud, big, and out. Like, it's not like he's hidden. It's not like you couldn't hear him. I was right there. And he looks to me and he goes, you know what, man? It's just kind of sad because, like, it's kind of a bummer or something like that. He said some sort of verbiage like that. Like, it's kind of a bummer because one of my absolute favorite things that I fucking live for on the playa is those weirdly random, deep connections you make with just a stranger out of nowhere. The most unsuspecting person you just happen to sit next to because that's where there was a spot to sit, or you happen to be there at a certain time or experience a certain experience together. You've now bonded over that and you have that together forever. And I fuck you not. In the exact place where people had been snubbing him, this wonderful woman comes out of fuck nowhere with a little flashlight in her hand, and she has this cute little bike with a basket, and she's got like one of those little like a thing you would put like one kid in to pull behind your bike. I don't know what you
yeah,
like
a child carrier that you pull behind your bike.
Yeah. But she just had like a blanket in there, a warm jacket, some snacks, like a few things, the things you need, toilet paper.
Next fucking year, we're bringing one of those to put our bikes in,
genius.
our water in, or I mean, excuse me, our backpacks in,
The
our water
heavy
in.
shit? Oh my God.
Yes, we're
Just
getting one of those.
Genius. But she's obviously an experienced burner. How many burns had she been to?
I
She
don't know,
said
like
it was
8 or
a
9,
lot.
something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Or
And
like
she
no,
just
like
comes
even
up,
more than that, like 12 or 15 or something. Jesus.
it was I think almost 20. She
don't
had been to
know.
a lot. She looked younger than her years. And Zach, of course, is like, hey, you can have a seat here if you want to. Like, he had basically hit the thunder was gone from his down under at this point because so many people were like, oh my God, there are 2 people sitting on that enormous art sculpture. We can't do this. Too close. I can't. How do I take a selfie if they're there? Like, what the fuck? That's going to be on fire. Do you even understand? Influence their life? I'm putting words in their mouth, but this is what I imagine when I'm sitting in silence. She was like, fuck yeah, there's 5 points to the star. And she even walks up to her. She goes, she has this beautiful Spanish accent. I'm not even going to do it because I don't want to be insulting, but she was like, look at this beautiful view of the burn we're all going to have together. Isn't this so cool? Sits right down next to Zach, and we just immediately start bullshitting. And we sit there for probably an hour, if not more, having one of the most inspiring existential conversations I've ever experienced with a random human being in my life. Like, she was so insightful, so passionate. She like aims to do certain things at the burn, like, sleep somewhere that isn't her camp because there's lots of places where you can crash, like hammocks and shit like that.
She was on her
furniture
own,
and stuff.
solo,
She was completely
solo burner at this point. She had been a part of camps before, but this time she came solo.
Exactly. So not only was she just this super inspiring person, just the way she lives and the way she approaches burn, but if you notice that art piece that Zach showed, it was fairly far back from the actual art itself.
Yeah.
Like, probably I would say maybe 3 or 4 art cars width, like 3 or 4 cars width away. And I would probably, it was a few days ago and my brain is still a little mushy, but probably about 4 or 5 times this exact thing would happen. An enormous fucking art car, and I'm talking, it's usually like a bus that someone has built around. So it's like triple the size of a normal bus. It looks like a monster, would start to drive in front of us, and we would all 3 be sitting there bullshitting, having a great time. And you could hear like Zach and I in our breath, don't park there, don't park there. Oh my God, please don't park right in front of us. Oh my God, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And they'd start to slow. This
Boss.
5'1", buck 35, little beautiful woman would
With
with her
this
little tiny flashlight.
adorable Spanish accent.
The sweetest as pie would be like, oh, absolutely not. No, this won't happen. And she would scuttle in the middle of our conversation, fucking 20 yards in front of us over to this art car. And we couldn't hear it, but Zach and I are back there like, oh shit, it's she.
She had a little tiny flashlight that she wielded like she was part of the event.
We thought she worked there.
She would go like this, and like, you know how they do that, like at Ushers or whatever, they flash their flashlight at you. And she
And they would
walked
just move.
straight up to these art cars that were gonna park in front of us, in front of our view. Full like there's no rules. There's no like people like
No fucking rules out there.
they could have definitely parked there. She goes up. We can't hear what they're saying. Do you mind if I take over?
You take it.
Okay.
You tell this part so good because it's so fucking like I'm reacting the way I was when she did it. Like my asshole is so cringed right now.
She goes up to this art car. We can't hear anything. We see her walk up, and we see her doing these hand motions like, and she's pointing and she's doing this, and she points back at us. She goes like that. And the car, I shit you not, fires up, moves on. And we're like, this lady's a fucking boss. She don't
She's a
give
goddess.
She don't give a fuck. And I'm wondering how she did it. I'm sitting there going like, what did she fucking say to these people to get them to move? She comes back, and before I can even get it out of my mouth, she says, kill them with kindness. I'm like, what? And she goes, you kill them with kindness. I went up there, I asked them to move. I was very nice. I said, people are trying to watch, and they moved. And I was like,
Beautiful.
fucking that works. Holy shit. And I shit you not, we sat there for another like 10 minutes. Another car pulls up. Before it even stops, she is out of her seat, walking over there, flashing her flashlight. Same thing. This one took a little bit of extra effort, but move on they did. Comes back and they're like, they were trying to give me guff, but I said, what is it going to hurt you to move? It's going to hurt you not at all, but it will hurt the people that are trying to watch this burn. So if you move a little, that would be very, very nice. Move on they did. 3 times she did this.
I don't
And
know if we
just,
met a real person or like an entity, babe. Like I'm starting to wonder.
it was fucking awesome. Because not like she said, not 2 seconds before that, I was like, it's the random chance meetings you have at this place that really really remember. Her name was Diana, but
Diana.
she was like, it's Diana, but spelled like Lady D, like Diana. I'm like, okay, Diana. Just adorable. And she just sat there and talked with us. Every time a car would pull up, she'd go over there and ask them to move very, very politely, and they would move. And then we sat there and just watched the robots burn.
Amazing.
It was fucking cool. It was really,
She's
really
a
cool.
goddess. And she always came back with this big smile on her face with her jacket and just popped down and like, they were fine. I just told them they can see from over there, but they're ruining all of our views. So like, whatever. And they move. It's fine.
Lessons, though.
She just,
Lessons.
oh,
Like,
dude.
I would have never done that. I would have been like, oh, bummer. They parked right in front of us. Nothing we can do, except there is walk up and ask them nicely to move, I guess, is the move that I never would have fucking considered, I guess. Jesus Christ.
But why? Why are we broken like this?
But
She
it's just
actually-
so
do you
daunting
remember this,
to
babe?
ask people to do something that they weren't expecting to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's so daunting, like, because I don't want to ruin anybody else's good time, but it's really not ruining their good time to ask them to move 10 feet, you know?
I don't know if you remember this. The art car that gave her guff, when she came back, she's like, they tried fighting me. And I was like, okay, who said you can park here? Is there a rule? Is there a rule that says you can't park over there, that you're blocking everyone's view? And she had like a little argument with them.
Yeah.
But when she was coming back, she's like, they gave me guff, but I got a free sticker out of it. Like they gave her a
They
fucking
gave her a
swag bag.
fucking sticker.
It went from move, no, I'm gonna fight you, to here's some free shit. Thank you for telling us to move so 3 people sitting on a star can watch this robot burn to the ground.
Yeah.
She was a goddess. I think
3
we met Mary
people, that's
Poppins
it.
of the playa.
And I think that was probably one of the reasons why I wouldn't have done it, because I was like, I'm asking you to move for like 3 people. Like, that seems a little ridiculous to me, right? Not to her. She was like, just ask. What is it? What the worst they can say is no, be dicks about it, and just stay put. But at Burning Man, more often than not, people will like try and help you out.
We met a Jedi. Dude, you might be right.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the parking spot you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Like, move along. Move along.
She did with her little flashlight.
Yeah.
That was her fucking lightsaber. I would believe it, honestly. Like, she was so
I didn't even
inspirational.
think about that. A flashlight was her
Mhm.
lightsaber. Ah,
Was that
great,
Ahsoka
dude.
in disguise? Fuck.
That's great.
Fuck.
Yep, it was amazing.
She was,
she was amazing.
inspirational. We just sat there and talked about our favorite books, and like we all just like
Oh my
left
God,
the
yeah.
situation with a hug.
Hold on. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
She gave us lists of books that she was like, these are just inspirational books that kind of taught me killing with kindness. Basically, they taught her how to just like kill with kindness, let other people go first. It was just like good advice, kind of not self-help books, more just like inspirational biopics and stuff like that. But this here picture is real fun. This is the whiteout. Actually, I think the day before all the fucking horrific rain hit. But this is a whiteout storm right here. So as you can see, it is not sand. It is literal dust. You're just walking on mounds of powder. And when the wind kicks up, you can't see fucking 10 feet in front of your body at all. So you walk your bikes. You don't ride them. There's nothing that's going to light you up in this. You know what I'm saying? It's so fucking thick, and so it's Tatooine. I'm not fucking with you. A lot of people made those jokes. Like, a lot of people like to make poke fun or say the fashion out there is just like, you know, it's that cyberpunk a post-apocalyptic just for looks. No, it's actually pretty fucking functional. I'll attest to that. Everything, like, I wish I had my goggles. Those glasses, horrible ideas were made, horrible choices here. I would have fucking killed for my goggles in this instance. Everything you're wearing out there is pretty much functional because the climate you're in is terrible. You know, it's dry as fuck. Goggles are so nice if you can find them. Oh, it's just sitting over there still. It looks like a trash bag kind of. Yeah, there you go. We got ski goggles, I think, right? Yeah, snowboard ski goggles. Your notepad might be in your backpack still. Yeah. Snowboard ski goggles kind of thing is what we got, and they worked perfect because they had that soft cushion that would sit on your skin, but it blocked the wind so you weren't getting dust in your eyelashes because it would build on your eyelashes the way frost builds in negative degrees. It was crazy.
I was trying to fish out the notebook because she was like, these are books you have to, Deanna from the other thing. These are books you have to read. And she gave me like a list of like 4 books to read. And I was like, I'm not a big reader. She's like, well, then get an audiobook. Like, do I have to do all the work for you? And I'm like, shit. All right.
She's my fucking hero. I love her so much.
But this is a whiteout. Yeah, I'm sure you told people what this was all about. This
There's
is
a third titty.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you talk about this whiteout?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. This is when the wind kicks up so fast, so hard that you can't see more than 5 feet in front of you. Sometimes you put your hand out and it's tough to see.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Like, everything that looks like we're just like dressing for fashion, like post-apocalyptic wear with scarves and shit, it is 100% functional. It is a very unforgiving environment out there. Like, the scarves protect your lungs, the goggles protect your eyeballs. It's I would not advise going without it at all.
And as
Those
far
glasses were a bad choice.
As far as the whiteouts go and stuff like that, I've never seen a whiteout last more than like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, they come
They're
and go
pretty darn
pretty fast. So like, if you're worried, like, I'm going to get stuck out here and not know where to go, whatever, like, nah, they don't last that long.
Yep. Look at the reflection on your goggles.
Yeah, you
Nothing.
you can see the camera.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. The art installations have fire. Are there fire breathers or bikes with fire? How does that work with the no gas rule? There's not a no gas rule. It's gas powered vehicles is the thing.
Yep.
Gas powered vehicles are totally allowed as long as they're art cars. But yes, there are fire breathers, fire spinners. There are like vehicles that blow fire, like the dragon I showed you earlier. Like
Goggles are an absolute must. Oh yes.
goggles, mask are definite. Take at all costs kind of a thing.
If you've got a moist hole exposed to the air, you want to be able to cover it pretty airtight because that dust sticks to anything wet, like your mouth and your nose and your eyes.
Yep. And your vagina hole. I know.
Your
I know people were
peepees.
thinking it. Question from Frostbites: how far from parking was camp? You park in your camp usually.
Yeah, we slept in our car.
Yep.
Like a foot from our friends' tents.
Yep. The camp, you judge, or you tell the Burning Man org, like, this is how much space we need. And they like kind of allot you, like, how many people do you have? This is how much square footage you get, kind of a thing. And usually it's enough to bring a vehicle in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there was ample room to walk around and move and oh, my favorite. Oh my God, is there audio on it? The screeching of this is epic. Please say there's audio on this. I
Hold on.
talked about this first thing this morning.
I don't know what the fuck is the deal with this photo thing, but it's fucking hard to pull up the goddamn play thing. Okay, here we go.
I can't hear it. Oh, I might have to turn your stream on. Hold on. Shut up. Echo sucks. Will you play it one more time, Booby? I just figured it out. Thank you.
Got it?
Will you just loop it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I that was one of the very first things I talked about today, and the fact that it came up is very special. That was probably the first time during our entire I'm trying to mute because the echo. Probably one of the first art pieces where I've truly understood and fully encompassed how massive these things can be. Because how big would you say this was? Babe? This was
hold on, let me see if we can fuck. We can't sorry. We can't actually see the scale of it.
person. Yeah.
But this
It was huge.
This picture a real horse and then times it by I want to say 4. Like take a real horse and then make it 4 times as big.
Yeah.
And that's how big this fucking thing was.
Yeah.
Huge.
It was enormous. And so it
so
was
like if I stood next to it, I probably stand from the foot to the like middle of the rump.
You think? I think it was bigger. Are there pictures? Did anyone get? Or do we just have the video?
No, I took pictures of it the first year I saw it, but I can't. I don't know where the fuck they are.
It's huge. I don't even know how to encompass it. It was so fucking intimidating to stand below when it starts to go off, and you hear like the shit.
But the fun thing is about this art installation, it's one of those ones that require 4 people to make it active. You have to stand on the north, 4 people on the north, west, east, south, and they have to hit a button at the same time, and then only then does the horse start to go. It's really cool.
Yeah, it was easy. It was just like, and it reminded me so much of BioShock.
Yeah.
Like one of those really mechanical horses. It was fuck, dude, so cool. I'm so happy someone got a video of this because we only saw it at nighttime and it's a lot harder to get images because it wasn't as lit up. But fuck, dude. Absolutely. Caesarcally, a lot of the art there is like legendary, has been there since day one. You, as long as you have a permit and you have had your art approved, and as in it's safe to put on the playa, as long as they admit you, you can come back. If people love your art, it's popular. Like Popo, the like octopus like thing with all the legs and the fire.
Il
Is one of the
Popo
oldest deers
Magnifico.
ever.
I think we'll see
El
pictures of him later.
Popo Magnifico. Yeah, we've got pictures and video in here, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. I am transferring something real quick. Give me 1 second here. There we go. I'm going to show you the scale of the horse.
You can take the horse girl out on the playa, but you can't take the horse girl out of the horse girl.
Okay, let's see here.
Baby. I hope that Pegasus
Okay.
comes back every year. That is seriously one of the most like just physically being in the presence of
Okay.
it rumbled.
Here we go. This is the scale of it.
Oh, it's huge.
So that's a human being right there. These are human beings down here. And that's how big the mechanical Pegasus is. It's fucking
It's
enormous.
Would you say a human is maybe as big as the lower part of the back leg? Like hoof to ankle or whatever?
These guys are standing right next to it, and if this guy's like, I don't know, 5'9" or whatever,
Yeah.
it probably comes up to about like mid-thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
It's huge. It is fucking enormous. It's glorious. It's one of my favorite things.
Absolutely.
Favorite art installations that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a huge bitch, but it was
That is a big
fucking
bitch. Yeah.
thick.
All right. This was the mood. I took a
Yeah.
picture. This was a friend of a friend camping. And this is when the rain started. You can see the sky is kind of darkening, and he's just sitting there like all of us going, "Oh, the rain, no,
Yep,
No.
the dread.
no," just looking out there going, "Please." And this is
Not
right
today.
at the start. You see, it's not muddy yet, but it's starting to rain, and it's terrible.
Too close.
Designed using the Rhino 3D CAD system, then constructed over a 3-month period with help of engineers Tom West and Benjamin Bone, among others. Sculpture has both a wingspan and height of approximately 35 feet, 10.7 meters.
The wingspan, I guessed 35 feet. Crimson, you win.
So
You're
that's
closest.
6 times as tall as me, almost. I'm
Wow.
6 feet tall, almost, or about 6'1". 6 times me. That's how long and the wingspan is.
In fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It feels that impressive to being in its presence, to be honest. It's so cool.
And there's my baby's feet.
See the bag that gave up so swiftly, draped across the laces?
Yeah, that was a nice plastic bag that fucking failed immediately. It was like, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then get this. So hold on. My shoes, I cleaned them. I cleaned Zach and my shoes, but I'm actually wearing them right now. Check this shit. All I did was hose them off. So just as case in point to show you, that mud ain't shit. It's just sand. It's just dust. That was just me. I hosed it off and threw it through the wash, and my shoes are fucking immaculate again.
I was amazed
It's
she was
so
able to clean them as
fine.
well. She did, but yeah, they got real clean.
It's just fine ass shit. Anything on there is from my yard. Fucking noise.
We have a question from Ty. Do the bright orange workman jackets work? You know, the ones I'm talking about with the ones with people, or the ones
The day glow?
people wear when helping people cross the road or something. Oh, you mean as reflective surfaces? They, as far as like lighting up yourself, they would, but you have to have a light, like, so you have to have something reflecting off of them for them to work. So that puts the onus on somebody else. So no, I would say no, those don't work, because in order for them to reflect, they have to have light shining on them. And a lot of times your light is glow and not point. So,
And it's all LED blinkies and stuff, which don't reflect well off that stuff. So
I actually brought one.
I wouldn't.
I actually brought a worker jacket because I found it at the thrift store, because on the back of the work is a blue worker jacket with those reflective strips, but on the back of it for some reason it just said inside only. And I was like,
what does that mean?
no idea what it means, but I'm fucking taking it. I took it to Burning Man because I didn't know what it meant.
It's fabulous. I mean, that's what it's for. It's for Burning Man now.
But that's the thing, like, it could mean like inside my butt only because it's on my back. Like, that's the first thing that came to my head. I was like, you'd wear this with buttless chaps, or
100%.
just chaps, because chaps are all buttless.
Or like that Lisa Frank leopard print Speedo.
Some
Some of our best outfits didn't get utilized, my dudes.
Super Sea Line asks, what's the one thing that you'll remember above all else from this year's Burning Man? Well, I mean, it would be hard not to say the fucking rain, because this was the wettest Burning Man has ever been, and the rainfall was as much in 2 days as they get usually all year round. So it was tough to not say the rain, because that's the first thing that sticks out. But if I were to think more about it, like the things that'll stick with me the longest, I got to take the person I love out to the playa and show her something that I love, and she loved it. A lot of love there. A lot of love
I
there.
super loved it. And not to add sap to the sap, but like I think like the first or second night, I like grabbed Zach's face in the darkness and I was like, experiencing Burning Man, I feel like I fucking understand you. Like I get you. Like I thought I did, but I fucking get you now. And I don't even think I was high yet. I was beyond sober, but I just had that moment of like, I fucking get it.
That makes me super happy to hear you say that, though. It really does.
Wild.
It really does. Because
Sap on
like
the sap.
it like I talk about it all the time, because it's had such a profound effect on my life. And a lot of people just go out there and party, and that's fine. I love that. Go out there, party, have a good time. But if you leave yourself open to these life-changing experiences that can happen, fuck man. That just sticks with you for the rest of your life and changes you as a person.
It's the shit.
Yeah. Someone asked, can you buy what is it? Can you buy glow sticks or something? You don't buy anything.
Nope.
You
You can bring them before.
bring everything you want in. Bring it in, bring it out. Do they sell glow sticks? They don't sell anything there except ice. Ice is the only thing, and that's kind of one of the principles is gifting.
Yep.
It's a gift-based kind of thing where if someone gives you something, you give something, and you get stuff as well. Like our gift was lemonade. Some people gift bike repair. Like there's camps that are just about bike repair. Like you bring your bike and they repair it. Gift, no problem. Some people gift out food. Some people gift out costumes. Some people gift out like back rubs or hair washing, shit like that. So it's all gift based. But if you need lights, there are camps that gift lights.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of shit.
If
It's
you're,
not.
like,
It's
bi
not a
or
dumb
whatever.
question. It's just there's no buying and selling of anything except ice. That is it.
And there's no such thing as a dumb question.
And no
It's better to
advertising
ask
either.
and feel better.
There's no company advertising out there at all. So you don't see you'll see stuff like it's almost impossible to avoid brand names, in that you bring it on your clothes, you bring it on your trucks, bring it on like all kinds of shit. So you'll see like U-Haul, you'll see like, Hertz rental car or whatever the fuck. You'll see that shit, but out on the playa, you see no companies advertising anything. It's part of the deal. Decommodification. Are DUIs an issue? Seems like could be scary with lots of people wandering around. No, DUIs aren't an issue because I'm sure people drive drunk, but the speed limit is 10 miles per hour, 5 miles per hour usually. So even if you are drunk, you're swerving and shit, not a big chance you're gonna people aren't gonna be able to avoid the car. Also, if you go over the speed limit, there's a better than average chance you will get stopped for speeding for going 15 in a 10. We saw people get pulled over for speeding 15 miles per hour in a 10 mile per hour zone. No shit. Let's see. But no, driving while drunk is not a big issue out there, really. Not that I've seen. Let's keep going with the pictures. Are you still there, honey baby?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was answering questions via text in my chat, so I didn't talk over you, and
Oh, cool. No problem. No problem.
vice versa.
Um,
Oh, look at that layer.
it's very hard to understand the concept of a real gift. and I'm not lying or exaggerating your one last chance. I'm saying Burning Man taught me what a gift is. A gift is I give this freely to you for you to do whatever you like with, meaning burn it, break it, throw it away, or use it, or whatever. And I do not expect anything back. I am not giving you with the expectation of getting. This is me giving with no expectations whatsoever. And it took going there to learn what that meant, because I thought gifting was so you get something on your birthday. I gave you something on your birthday. Now you give me something. And I use this example from time to time.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
I for one Christmas or birthday or whatever, I had the money, so I got Katie a Jeep. I got my wife a Jeep. And there have been so many times, just instinctually knee-jerk times, where I've wanted to bring that shit up as ammo for an argument or something else. And I did not. And the reason why I did not is because it was a gift for her to do with whatever she wants. She could light that fucking thing on fire because it was a gift.
I would never love your Jeep so much. Safe one place.
But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you give somebody a gift, make sure it's a gift. And that's why I say, like, during CD-ROMathon, when people send me like CD-ROMs and shit like this, you have to think of what you just sent me as a gift. I will never guarantee that I'm going to play your game that you send me. I can guarantee I will appreciate it, but I can't say that I'm definitely going to play it, or so on and so forth. It is a gift. Consider it such. Meaning, once it's out of your hands, you have no other ties to it. Exactly. Gifts means no strings attached. This is mud. This is clay. This is what happens. This is about 3 pounds on the bottom of your feet. And this isn't even the worst that it got.
This was 3 steps out the card, I think, honestly.
They lovingly
Like, this
refer
is
to these.
nothing.
Do you remember what they were lovingly refer to those as? Katie?
I'm trying to no, I do. It's like on the tip of my, it was like,
You're
tell me, I'm gonna feel stupid. I know what it is.
Playa platforms.
I was gonna say that and it sounded too cliche or
No,
quiche, but I guess that was it. Yeah, the Playa platforms.
Playa platforms is what you get when the playa gets muddy or gets wet. This, it just collects and layer until it's like I am not kidding you, at least 10-pound shoes. Each shoe was like 10 pounds just because of clay. Because I actually tried to collect as much as I could, and it wasn't difficult.
It was insanely easy. And then your feet were just too heavy to move.
Yep. And there's my
Apple!
baby out on the playa in the mud. Yep. Look at that mud. Isn't that great?
Looks like I have the world's craziest painful camel toe, but that's just a seam.
However,
Like, imagine if
thankfully,
it went up that high. Oh my god.
I'm saying
Ow.
like camel toes were aplenty out there, and I was not complaining about that because ladies were just letting the cam
Facts
toe
on that one.
just fucking go nuts, and I was like, thank you. I'm a fan. Big fan.
No one hates a fat pussy. Everyone's here to appreciate. Labias are real. No part of genitals is wrong, for fuck's sake. I am here for it.
Captain Sanity, was it the end of the world like CNN made it seem like? Did you drink your own pee? No. We did pee in bags.
Unborn. We did pee in bags. The first for both of us. It was amazing.
Okay, a lot of people out of Burning Man, whether it's rainy or whatever, do not like to walk to the porta potties, which you can see in the background here. There's lines of porta potties on every so often street corners. There's a line of porta potties.
Yeah,
people don't like to walk to them, and they pee
street.
in bottles. Like people I camp with, like they only pee in bottles and then go empty the bottles in the porta potties later. And I'm like, God, that sounds fucking awful. I don't want to like lay with my pee bottles next to me. Thank you. However, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have to find your shoes and you have to go out there and chance like slipping in the dark and falling into this fucking awful mud, you have no choice. So I tried peeing in a bottle and it was bad. It was bad news.
It was so
Um,
much easier to pee in a bag.
So we got Ziplocs. And I was like, oh my God, I can just put my dick right in there and just pee in the bag. And she was like, what am I going to do? I'm like, honey, I will walk with you if you want me to. She's like, no, I just got to pee so bad. She opened up a Ziploc, stuck her ass out the fucking car door and nailed it. Nailed it. First try.
I never want to do it again, but I'm pretty proud I pulled it off.
Yep. She fucking pissed in that Ziploc bag and she showed me. I was like, that was a good piss. Zipped it up. We had a trash bag tied to the wheel of our Jeep. Opened up the trash bag, put the piss bags inside, and went back to sleep. And never spoke of it again.
It was one of those moments where like I had pain, like I had to pee so bad, but
Yep.
it was just this. You just sank, and it was like 3 a.m. or something. So I was like on the verge of crying out the door when Zach was like, oh, "Babe, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I have to pee, but I don't know how to do it without my feet on the ground."
Well, normally, like I've never had to think about this at Burning Man before. You could
It's
always
very
like
rare.
in the past, in the Fort Burns past, you could always walk to the fucking porta potties. At this time, that was not an option. So this is the first time I actually had to pee in a bag or pee in a bottle or whatever. Now, people talking about the Shiwi, which is the little cup thing that ladies can put on, and then like there's a tube coming out. That's just another fucking thing you have to clean, though, dude.
Right.
It's gonna reek of
Now you got a
piss until you
piss-covered
clean
funnel.
it. Yeah, exactly. You got a pee funnel that you have to consider cleaning. Best just to pee in a bag, and like fucking just figure it out from there.
It wasn't too bad. I shoved one side under my bee cheeks and just let her go, and it worked. So
Yep.
for those out
Like,
there without the penis,
For the dudes, it's like if you want to rip an awesome fart and people hear it, it's like you lift one cheek. That's what she did. She lifted one cheek and put the bag underneath.
literally the silent fart release.
Yep.
Amen. Yeah, we didn't have to shit in a bag. No, honestly, the amount of time that the amenities were like not even stripped from us, just like it was strongly advised not to go to them unless it was an emergency, was like 24 hours, if that. It was during the bulk of the rain when the mud was like this. Your chances of slipping and falling and hurting yourself were immense.
Middle of the night, no lights. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, but that was it. And then it was fine if you really needed to shit to get to the porta potties. Like literally, the shit sucking trucks got there easily. Oh, I don't remember why we were out in the mud. Oh, I think we were trying to move all the furniture and everything out of it so it didn't get fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
we
did
got
have
them-
leg warmers on, and I just kept moving them up and down my legs to try to avoid getting them filthy. That didn't work, if that's not apparent.
Y'all know why I was rocking the Nick Cage pants. Y'all know.
Nick Cage is the shit.
I bought that shit out there.
Bless it, right? I didn't have to shit in a bag. No, I'm glad I didn't have to.
No, we were close to considering the men's and ladies buckets for our camp just in case. Like we were about 24
We were
hours away
discussing
because the Porto trucks that suck the pee and poo poo out were not being allowed in, so it was getting full in the Portos, and we were about 24 hours away from having to do that. But if we would have made it work, it would have been fine. It would have been it would have been gross and all that kind of stuff, but like I would have handled it. Poo poo PB does not bother me in the slightest. I don't I'm not gonna freak out if I get poop or pee on my hands. So I would have definitely volunteered and be like, I'll be on potty duty. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Same.
of course,
it's better than being sick from not pooping or peeing.
of course, Katie the nurse would have been like, this ain't shit. Literally.
I'm gonna finger it out, bitch. Bend over further.
This is shit, but it ain't shit. Okay. This is our camp. This was so fucking hilarious. She's like, I'm gonna show my titty. And then Jen got in the way. It's like, oh, now I can show this picture.
Spoiled. This is how I say I'm getting it. Spoiled. Well, here we are.
I'm just glad I can show the picture.
Plans.
Yeah. So this is our campmates.
That's true.
We got Rob, Katie, Jen, Mark the camp lead. You can't see him very well. That's Amanda, his wife. That's Brian, and that's Emily. No, not Emily. That's Christy.
Kristen.
Yeah,
You
this
said
is
Amanda,
this
right?
is most
And
of our
Zach.
camp. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was just a day where we were exhausted moving shit out of the mud. Everybody was like, fuck this. Let's take shots and drink pickle juice. What are those called? Picklebacks?
Yeah, you take a shot
We just
of
started doing
liquor and then
pickleback.
you drink the pickle juice as a pickleback. Picklebacks are popular out there because vinegar is good for you out there.
Yeah.
It
No, I
neutralizes
had
the playa.
pasties on.
Oh, you did have
I
pasties on. I can see you can see the top of them. Yeah.
Yep, I think
First
it was
time
the
wearing
day bef
pasties.
well, this kind, they're amazing. They have, like, a non-stick-'em felt part in the middle now that protects your nip knot parts. It's incredible.
Oh,
Jen let me borrow we'll have them, whatever.
nice.
But, the day before was my day on the lemonade stand, and, you know, how better to get people to drink things that you want them to drink other than bring out your titties, so I wore that in a see-through top, and they stuck, and there you go.
Did someone say
You're welcome,
pickleback?
internet.
Look at that photograph.
Pickleback!
Yep. There's just another shot of the muddy playa.
And you can see the trail where
Yep.
people like,
started making
this
kind of a sidewalk.
where the clay got solid. It was
Yeah.
wild.
Where they stamped down the clay.
Hey,
Ugh,
Bubba, what are you up to? What
rough.
are you doing, bub?
Another picture of me outside a Golden Guy with my vest
Yep,
and my pants.
That's the cool, like, little mini bars. They fit, like, 2 people per bar. You'd sit down, get a drink, drink it, joke around with bartenders, get out, let other people go through. It was fucking cool.
Yeah,
The
it's like a
back
mini
fucking
mall.
parade. Yeah, really, it was very cool.
Yeah.
Our friends worked at the Tiki Bar, so we got to go in and have Mai Tais or whatever. Mai Tai and something else. Don't remember what it was. Electrolytes are everything.
Yeah.
Pickles.
And there's
Hey, Bubba.
there's Amanda, Mark, and Katie. Like where was this? Is this after we broke down the entire? No, this is still muddy.
Nope, this is just the night
Oh,
of the day after the Great Rain.
This is when we went out to the before we got out of the temple. This was our walk
was the
out
day
to
it got
temple.
cold.
Yes.
That was the day it got cold. Well, we went to temple, and temple was beautiful and sad, and I cried.
Yeah.
Got a little nauseous. But it was good.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
wonderful.
There's a mini story. I was like, everybody line up. And Mark gave me shit. He was like, yeah, let's line up with our backs to the sun so they can't see us. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. So I turned him around. I was like, all right, face the sun. And obviously this picture came out a lot better. And look at that self-satisfied fucking smug ass look on his face. He's like,
such a
is this
little
picture,
fucking
is this
hobbit.
picture going to be better? Maybe.
I love
You know what?
him.
Eat a dick. Fuck you, Mark.
Don't they look like children next to me though? Like they make me look so huge.
I love my Amazon woman though. Like I love
I'm
my real life Carlac. She's my woman. Carlac is my woman.
We'd be dead if it and have Ebola and have ate each other if it wasn't for my infernal engine, y'all.
Exactly.
Save your soul coins.
Now
Save your
this
soul coins.
one,
Oh bless.
this one I was not aware a photo was being taken of me.
I don't remember why you were so tired, but I think you and Mark had done some heavy moving of camp stuff because of the mud, obviously, that's just everywhere.
Yep.
And I think you redid our bed because every night things would shift and both of us would have our hips just grinding into this one hard part in the back of the seat that was miserable. And after all of it, he laid back and he's like, I'm just going to have a snack and. And I was like, this looks like it'd be in Camping USA magazine or some shit. Like it's one of those photos that just screams it. But I think this leads into maybe a break and then a pertinent conversation. I don't know.
Dude, just dive right in. Just dive right in.
I have to pee really bad.
What?
Again,
Okay, we have
I'm
to take a break.
fucking
All right.
overhydrated.
All right, we'll take a little break and then we'll come back and tell you the story of the Twilight blanket. Fucking Robert Pattinson. We used it to block the back window of our Jeep, and therein lies a really, really stupid story. It is fucking dumb, and it's an inside joke, and it's definitely you're gonna hate it. You're gonna be like,
You're gonna fucking hate it.
it's so dumb, and it involves drugs and nudity. And it's just, it's those, you ever been told a drug story? It's like, well, I guess you had to be there. It's one of those, and we'll tell you. So stick around. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back and tell you this dumb story that I'm embarrassed to tell you. All right. Be right back.